Welcome to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX and online at mywithersradio.com, featuring the Waltonville Spartans, Weber Township Trojans, and Woodlawn Cardinals. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Sesser Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn. Red Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us. The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. With the Coach House Garages pregame show, the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase starts now.
We welcome you courtside to Carver Arena in Peoria, Illinois, as the Class 1A State Boys Basketball Tournament heads into semifinal play. As the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase brings to you the Woodlawn Cardinals against the Winnetka North Shore Country Day Raiders. A very pleasant Friday afternoon, wherever you may be listening in on WMIX 94.1 FM, as well as mywithersradio.com. I'm Denny Swinski. I'll be bringing the play-by-play of this state semifinal contest. Joining me alongside in just a bit is Mike Richardson. This is the Coach House Garages pregame show. If you're in need of a garage, protect your car or prized possession, Coach House Garages has the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. A nice crowd on hand here at Carver Arena. Mike Richardson, once again, here we are. 3 times in 4 years, Woodlawn has made the trip to Peoria. It hasn't set in for you yet, just the amount of job and work it takes to do something like that.
I tell you what, it's been amazing. And for all the people, calling and texting and wishing everybody goodwill and great wishes from all the fans of the Cardinals and things, we really do appreciate that. And I don't know, it does take a little while to set in. I mean, we had a moment down in SIU Arena Tuesday night, and still grinning, I think. And as I text you that next morning after I woke up, hey, we're going to Peoria again, and couldn't be any much of an enjoyable drive up and enjoying the camaraderie we had last night with a bunch of fans. So it's a great place to come and visit. There's yet work to be done. Work
to be done. I think I was talking to somebody this morning. You are overjoyed and happy to be here from about Tuesday night at 8 o'clock till the alarm goes off this morning. And then when you wake up, it's time to get greedy. Or at least that's how I look at it. It's time to get greedy and go for the big one while you're here.
Oh, absolutely. And it's comical. We walked into the experience here next door together and immediately pulled out our phones with our camera's capability and taking pictures of the big one. And, yeah, why not? I mean, the battle cry a few years ago was, why not Woodlawn? And, this time, we're not waiting for the third time to charm. Let's get that championship game, one game at a time. We saw now the opponent one way or the other that Woodlawn will be taking on tomorrow, and it would be nice just to go ahead and take on Carrollton for the championship of this 2011-12 year.
And the Woodlawn Cardinals are taking the floor in front of us as Mike and I sit on one of the baselines here at Carver Arena. We'll step out for a break. When we come back, we'll let you know who won that first semifinal ball game and who the Cardinals will play tomorrow, win or lose. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder that will build you a quality garage with a fair price and a 5-year written warranty with financing available, then a Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Woodlawn and North Shore Country Day. Winnetka warming up on the floor in front of us. We'll remind you that you can follow us all weekend and all throughout time on our Twitter account at 94 Sports, as well as on our Facebook page, WMIX Sports, as we have all kinds of postings and pictures and things and whatnot. We'd also like to hear from you, whether you're here at Peoria or at home listening, to post and put on Facebook or tweet back to us. We'll try to comment back as we put all kinds of things here to bring you the atmosphere and experience of being here at Carver Arena. Woodlawn will play either Carrollton or Illini Central. Carrollton beat Illini Central 45-44 in a game previous to us. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Dedicated to give you the right coverage and discounts you deserve. Call Scott at 242-3770 like a good neighbor. Scott Owens is there. And we also want to say hello to all the people at Woodlawn Grade School, the kids, students, and staff that are back listening to Mike and I as we bring you this ball game here on WMIX 94.1 FM, as well as MyWithersRadio.com. Mike, we welcome them in listening back. I just got a text saying that everybody was strapped in, ready to go to grade school for about the next hour or so.
Well, that's good. They're not the only ones that's ready to go. I tell you what, we joked about how it was nice maybe to have the late game where you could just come in, set the equipment up, relax, chill a little bit. I don't know, I've been pacing in the hospitality room waiting for that clock to tick down. So, no, we're ready to go for sure, and we still have a little over 11 minutes here to go before this game gets underway. But, yeah, we are definitely ready, and hopefully are as well back home.
Back down to the terms of business, Mike. A Winnetka North Shore Country Day team with a record of 19-4 stands out to me because they had 23 games played after Tuesday night in the Super. They only had 18 games total. They had a 17-day layoff at Christmas. Some team out of the north of Chicago, north of the city of Chicago in the north southern suburbs, seems to be a very good basketball team. You have to be to get here at 23-4.
Yeah, that's what we were looking at on the drive up. We were looking at their schedule, trying to find some key names, some key programs, they might have played during the year. They had no tournaments, basically most regular season games, the way the association sets that up. They played Chicago Morgan Park. I'm not sure that's the same Morgan Park of yesteryear. Chicago Parker, Chicago Latin. They played Northridge up at Niles. They're in that New Trier area. Chicago University. They played Morgan Park Academy, Northtown Academy. They played some academy schools. And then they made a run, and you can remember the names here, of Deerfield in the regional, Arlington Heights, and then also through the sectional trip, Newark team that had a little history in the state. And Chicago Hope, they have been rated in the top 5 off and on all year long in the polls. A convincing victory against them, 70-56 in the sectional championship game before they come through the DeKalb Super beating Sterling Catholic 41-35. So a few names a little more familiar with there at the end, but really it's just one of them look-and-see type things. We're trying to get a look at them as they warm up on the other end of the court.
The look, and we're trying to think of a team to describe to our listeners what we're seeing out of them. A very young-looking team. Number one, definitely a Class 1A looking school. It's one of those deals where you come in and you, of course, being from the South as Woodlawn is, you see the drawing up and you're playing a team from Chicago and you think, okay, what are we going to get? This is not good. And you look and you know they have to be good here in Peoria, but the physicality and whatnot, they may be very good. We're going to find out here in about 9 minutes, but this team doesn't go and make you look and go, okay, we might be in trouble here. This game here, it's going to be very competitive for Woodlawn.
I mean, they've taken their warm-up shirts off now. I mean, we're not looking at 6'8" athletes. I mean, we're looking at kids that look very familiar to the Woodlawn Cardinals, the Chesterville Red Devils, people of that ilk, St. Elmo, Oblong. And one thing disappointing in North Shore County Dave's lineup sheet here that they give us, the stats were not complete, but as we mentioned, they're 19-4 on the year. That's 23 games. Austin Curran, a 6'3", 180-pound junior, he averages 16 points a game, 6 rebounds. He's led them in scoring 13 games out of the 23.
Yeah.
Well, you follow that up with Riley Hall. He's a 6'4" junior. He averages 8 points a game. He leads the team in rebounding with 10 a game, and he has 7 times led them in scoring. So there's your scores, 20 out of the 23 games. So is it that true Class A team that has a couple of stars that can get you over the hump and a good roll, a cast roll of players to get there? Maybe that is what it looks like. Woodlawn's defense, they played very, very well this year. They'll be able to adapt and change up anything they need to do.
As we sit here and watch both teams warm up, let's step out for another break here on the Coach House's God's pregame show. When we come back, we'll set up the weekend and let you know what's going on and what's been happening here in Peoria the last couple of days. We got here yesterday afternoon. We'll let you know. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Got spring fever? Get the cure at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn with truckloads of new furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Sealy, Lane, Paula Deen, and more. All our spring sale price with extra discounts or 24 months free financing. Plus save 50% off select quilt sets and 20% off all Easter decor, signs, and pictures at the General Store. So get your home off to a fresh spring start. Save now at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
People's National Bank has been serving Southern Illinois since 1909 and knows the importance of supporting local youth sporting events in the community. Sports in the school system teach these young adults a lot of the same ideas that People's National Bank promotes. At People's National Bank, we support our local junior high, high school, and college athletics and wish them luck throughout the season. People's National Bank, your true community bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital. With our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge, the entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back courtside at Carver Arena in Peoria, the Class 1A state semifinals between Woodlawn and North Shore Country Day out of Chicago. You're listening to the Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're looking for a garage builder, build a quality garage at a fair price with a 5-year written warranty, financing available, then Coach House Garage is for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061 for a free on-site estimate. Both teams warming up in front of us. Danny Zawinski, Mike Richardson alongside. And, Mike, we've got a nice little story here, the Woodlawn Cardinals. Nice little run here in the postseason to get to Peoria.
We explained it to a few people already this weekend. It's been amazing. The first year in 2009, we knew the opportunity was going to present itself with a class that had been developing for that situation and an opportunity to play in a state championship after the forecast system was implemented. And then after that, you just didn't know. You had another good group of kids coming behind, and changes just of how the kids viewed basketball, the atmosphere, the confidence, the knowing now that you put together a good group, coaches work hard, you get a break along the way, a shot falls here, a shot falls there. These magical things can happen, and to have them happen 3 out of the last 4 years is just absolutely been amazing, and just smiles on all the people up here, Danny, that we have friends in all the other areas. It's been great. It's been great.
Lots of other towns and people that we know from other towns have come by, at least me and you both, and wishing Woodlawn the best. They're rooting for Woodlawn, and they're doing those things. And we got to be happy in this case and go on. And, again, Woodlawn up here 3 times in 4 years. Won the Wayne City Regional, beating Chrysler Rock Lutheran Centralia and Sandoval. Then won the Red Hill Sectional, beating St. Elmo and Oblong. And then, of course, beat number 1 ranked Meridian on Tuesday night at Carbondale, 62-48. So here Woodlawn is again in the state tournament. The winner of this game will play Carrollton tomorrow at 2 o'clock for the state championship. The loser will get Illini Central Mason City at noon in the third place game, as 1A will wrap up, of course, 2A going on this evening. Both teams warming up. We're going to step out for our final break. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups and the opening tip of this game here in Peoria. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
Hey, this is Big Dave at All Stars and Stitches, located at 418 East Main Street, a half a block from the Benton High School. Our hours are Monday through Friday from 10 to 6 and Saturday 10 to 3. We provide custom screen printing, embroidery, banners, signs, vehicle lettering, vehicle wraps. If you want it printed on, we probably do it.
Hey, this is Coach Aaron. You're the big man, Big Dave. A call at All Stars and Stitches, 435-555-555.
By the way, what was that phone number again?
435-555-555.
Does it frustrate you when the person in front of you at the grocery store searches in their purse for what seems to be a half hour trying to find exact change? Tell them about People's National Bank Visa's check card and make everyone's shopping experience a little quicker. Just swipe your card, sign your receipt, and you don't have to worry about exact change. Need cash back? Just enter your PIN and select the cashback button, and you have an instant ATM. People's National Bank, member FDIC. Non-usage fees may apply.
Well, we're still catching every game, just a lot more from home than here in the stands, huh?
Yeah, and when we do get to go, Dad says we gotta bring our own peanuts and stuff.
Looking for some extra ticket money this season? Let a State Farm agent do a free discount double check that could save you hundreds of dollars on car insurance.
We'll always be there for this team, even when we can't actually be here.
Visit Jefferson County State Farm agent Scott Owens at 1810 Broadway in Mount Vernon for a free discount double check.
Discounts may vary state to state.
We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back courtside to Carver Arena in Peoria as Woodlawn will take on North Shore Country Day, the Raiders, out of Chicago here on the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase. Danny Zawinski with Mike Richardson alongside. Michael, it's a nice crowd across the way. Different section for Woodlawn this time. And the other part of the arena over in sections 4 through 5. That's where Woodlawn's located instead of 15 and 17.
Yeah, it's a nice little change of pace. Maybe a little change of scenery as well. Might be a good thing right here. Woodlawn will be donning the white uniforms. And, Country Day, no cheerleaders. So disappointing they won't be jumping up in front of us.
Country Day is a private school, as we have mentioned, and Country Day has an enrollment of 201 boys. That's it. 201 males, they join. And here's the deal. I look at it this way. You have 8 teams up here in Peoria, and 4 of them are private, and that's for another time and another show. But there comes a point in time where you start scratching your head going, now, wait a minute, what's going on here?
Well, and again, that is for another time, but just a follow-up from a weekend of girls basketball state championships along the way. We're seeing that more and more in 1 and 2A girls as well. And now the total's been as high as, 6 out of the 8. And it's been tough. It's been tough on the Class 2A region or the areas, girls teams down there running up against some of the powerhouses up in this area through that. So it's tough, but then things happen. And I know that things will be looked at again in a few years.
Woodlawn is being introduced to the crowd first. Interestingly enough, they're going first. We think they're being pronounced as Woodlawn. The PA announcer the last 2 times that Woodlawn has been here has been calling it Woodland. But Woodlawn being introduced, and North Shore Country Day also will be introduced. And let's go ahead and get that out of the way while they go. We'll just tell you that the starting lineups are brought to you by People's National Bank, stop by People's National Bank and let them remind you what banking with a local family-owned bank is all about. Visit a branch near you or log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC. I'll turn it over to Mike Richardson for those starting lineups.
Thank you very much, Danny. And for the North Shore County Day, the Raiders coming into this semifinal match with a 19-4 record on the season. They're starting number 0, a 5'9" junior, Jamie Swimmer. Number 22, 6'2" senior, Jake Bruce. He led them in scoring one time this season. The 6'3" juniors we mentioned on the pregame show. Number 23, Austin Curran. A 6'4" junior wearing number 24, Riley Hall. They're rebounding phenom at almost 11 a game. And rounding up their starting lineup, a 6'2" junior, number 54, Forrest Condon. That's the starting lineup for the Raiders. Rashid Smith, the head coach, and he's assisted by Matt Steins. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, coming in tonight's afternoon's game, the 27-5 record overall, a 6' senior, number 15, A.J. Webb. The 6'5" junior, number 22, Gabe Owens. The 6'5" senior, Christian Hollenkamp. He'll be wearing number 30. Number 33, Chris Harlow, is a 6' junior. And at 5'11", a sophomore, number 31, Jason Hateman will be rounding out the starting lineup. Look for guys off the bench early and often. Robinson, Matt Kennedy, off the bench, Jace Felton may get some time as well. The Woodlawn Cardinals head coached by Shane Witzel, assisted by Scott Owens. Those are your starting lineups.
Those starting lineups brought to you by People's National Bank. Have instant access to your account anytime, anywhere with online banking from People's National Bank. Log on to peoplesnationalbank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. We always have attitude out there from the IHSA. Little guy dressed in orange with an A. Back to our right as North Shore Country Day is introduced. A nice crowd, but Michael, I noticed their student body is 211 males. I look back and there's some females in that crowd, so they must have another school somewhere around up there that'd be able to get away with this.
I think they must have one pretty close by. It looks like a lot of towel waving students there. Yeah, they must. And probably do in that area. I would say they probably have an all-girls school somewhere.
I probably need to back off my non-affinity for private schools in athletics. I will not try to go back there again today. I will save that for the Saturday Sports Show tomorrow. Both teams are walking to half court. All the players are introduced. They line up on the free throw line. They walk to center court, and they shake hands with everybody, coaches and players included. Sportsmanship, of course, emphasized here at the state tournaments by the IHSA. We'll remind you, you can follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. We're putting pictures and posts, or tweets, I should say, up on with everything going on in Peoria to try to make you feel a part of this. We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/WMIX Sports, because we are there putting up pictures and posts as well to let you see what's going on here. We want to hear from you. Post and comment there on our Facebook, as well as like us while you're there, if you would, please. We enjoy your comments and thoughts. And we want you to do. We know we have people listening in Kentucky. We have people at Woodlawn Grade School. We have people in other parts of Jefferson County. Let us know where you're at, listening in, and post and like us on Facebook. Let us know where you're at in the world.
Down at the Woodlawn Shell and the Woodlawn Grill. I know there'll be a big crowd gathered down there listening to us as well, watching. So, great. That's awesome. We are very fortunate to bring it back to the good listeners of Cardinal basketball, and hopefully things go right, and we'll have fun again tomorrow. We're going to have fun one way or another.
Oh, we're going to have fun. When you get to this, Michael, 3 times in 4 years, first time you're ecstatic, second time, all right, third time you just walk around with a smile on your face, awake or sleeping, either one. 3 officials of local size, friends of our program, are on this game. Jim Fisher, Kirk Hacker, and Tony Rodriguez. It's an honor for these guys to do games at this level, and they are here this weekend. And they get the honor to do this for the second class semifinal.
I spent some time with them before the first game started, and they're ecstatic to be here. And I tell you what, they're looking forward to it as well. And they've got a job to do, and they know that, and they take their work very seriously. And it's an honor for them to have the stripes on here in the second semifinal. The winner into the championship game tomorrow afternoon.
The North Shore Country Day Raiders dressed in purple, their road uniforms trimmed in white. The Cardinals in their home whites trimmed in red and blue. Official steps in. Hollenkamp jumps center, tip controlled by the Woodlawn Cardinals. Jason Hateman gives it to Gabe Owens, and we're underway here at Carver Arena. Owens will come across the timeline, and North Shore Country Day man-to-man. Hateman on the left wing from Owens. holds with the basketball, top of the key, Hollenkamp, A.J. Webb to Harlow, right in front of us in the corner. Inside, Hollenkamp layup, good. Woodlawn jumps out on top, 2-0 here. Down the backdoor cut to Christian Hollenkamp. Swimmer will bring it up for the Raiders. He'll go left side to Curran. Curran will hold now to Swimmer in the corner, above his head to Curran. Back to Bruce, now right side to Hondman. Hondman in the corner to Curran. He's the guy we got to watch, and he scores. Austin Curran had a big game in this regional and the Super, and we're tied at 2 as the Raiders pick up man-to-man at half court. A battle of north and south here. Woodlawn from the south, North Shore Country Day from Chicago. Hey, Hollenkamp drives down the lane, running layup, up and in. Hollenkamp shot fake at the top of the key, 4-2 Cardinals.
Boy, I like to see that shot fake right there. You know, he shoots the three a lot. Haven't scouted us a whole lot, so that head fake was very effective in his way to the basket for a lay-in.
Swimmer in the corner to Hondman. Above his head, they throw inside the hole. Back out Hondman. Top of the key, Swimmer. Left side, 15-footer from Curran. Up, no good. Rebound, Hateman for the Cardinals. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital, more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. Owens with it, top of the key. Left side to Harlow. In the corner, Hateman. Hateman is holding as he's guarded by Hondman. Hateman to Harlow to A.J. at the top of the key. A.J. holds now to Chris Harlow, right side. Holds above his head, Owens. Owens free throw line extended. Trouble team. Has to get rid of it now. Gets it to Hollenkamp in the lane. Outside to Harlow. Harlow couldn't catch and get a clean shot. Now does from the elbow. Up and no good. Rebound. Owens underneath. Battles. Retrieves it to the left corner. Dribbles out. Double team. Gets it to A.J. Webb. His 15-footer. Good. A.J. Webb gets his first point. 6-2 Cardinals. 5:55 to go in the first.
That 15-foot intermediate jump shot's a big key for A.J. Webb, the success of the Cardinals down this tournament stretch run.
Left corner with it is Bruce. Back out top of the key to Swimmer. Back to Bruce. His three ball on the way is no good. Rebound tip. That's going to be over the back. Riley Hall breaks the law of verticality. His first team is first on the Raiders. And Woodlawn with a 6-2 lead has the basketball.
Well, Justin Haven had the block out right there. Only one way to go, and that's over the top. Verticality didn't come into play. A shove in the back. A turnover on North Shore.
Harlow on the left wing. He holds above his head in the left corner to Hateman. Top of the key, Hollenkamp just underway. Woodlawn up 6-2. Owens for a three. It's short. Oh, it's in. Rattles over the rim and scores. And Gabe Owens has knocked down a three. It's 9-2 Cardinals. Here comes Swimmer quickly the other way. Leaves it for Bruce. Top of the key, right side to Swimmer. Back out top to Bruce, right side. Swimmer goes baseline. A.J. cuts him off. Top of the key, Bruce. They go inside to Curran. He turns shot up. No good. Rebound weak side. Hall gets it. Missed the layup. Rebound Hollenkamp. Christian gets it out to Gabe Owens. He'll bring it up the middle of the floor. He holds up 4 fingers. We'll have the TV timeout coming next. Owens with it right side, A.J. Webb. Webb baseline. Loses the basketball. Stolen away on a nice play by Hall right in front of us. He gets to Swimmer. He'll fly it up in the middle of the floor. Swimmer down the lane. Kicks it right side. Curran. That's a travel. That's a travel. We'll have the TV timeout. 4:41 to go in the first. Woodlawn leads 9-2. If you're tired of big corporate banking, have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Mount Vernon, and Woodlawn. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC. And Michael, a 9-2 start by the Cardinals here in this first quarter.
Very
nice
good
to have that start.
Very good start. This is the same thing we talked about Tuesday night against Meridian. Getting off of that good start, getting comfortable to your surroundings, getting used to the floor, the flow of the game, the officials, things of that nature. And Woodlawn 9-2 right now. And really shot the basketball in the key offensive sets. It hasn't forced a shot right now. Looking very good there. Defensively, still that sort of feeling out process. Curran and Hall, they've been getting the ball down low, but Woodlawn's done a very good job of blocking out on the defensive rebounding end.
With that, Woodlawn on this TV timeout extended. We also will tell you that when we have scores, of course, one of them today, Carrollton beat Illini Central 45-44. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance, dedicated to helping you get the right coverage and discount you deserve. Give Scott a call, but not today. He's busy. 242-3770, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there.
A lot of voicemails will be taking place today.
Yeah, you won't be able to get a hold of Scott Owens today. He is the assistant coach for the Woodlawn Cardinals over to our right as he helps out head coach Shane Witzel as the Cardinals make the march up here to Peoria. Remind you to follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. Lots of information on there. We try to bring you pictures and information there. Go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Cardinals have the basketball. Gabe Owens will bring it across the timeline. Goes to the left side against the man-to-man by the Raiders. He throws to Hollenkamp on the left wing. Christian will go baseline. Goes around two defenders. Did travel the basketball. Good call by the official. Your community, your choice, your bank with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff who understand your needs. Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Bank. 9-2 as we welcome you back to the game. Swimmer across the timeline for the purple-clad Raiders. Throws in the right corner to Bruce. Back to Swimmer on the right wing. He'll come to the 16-foot mark, top of the key, no good. Hateman on the rebound, left block. Gets it to Owens. Cardinals with a 7-point lead early. Yeah, Gabe will bring it across the timeline, left side to Harlow. Harlow will hold above his head to Owens in the left corner. Owens will hold now to Hollenkamp, top of the key. 3 ball on the way. Good. Christian Hollenkamp has 7 quick ones, and the Cardinals lead by 10, 12-2.
And a subtle little defensive change right here. Sort of a 1-2-2 matchup zone defense. Trying to see if they can guard that defense, or that baseline, guard that offense of the Raiders a little bit better. Right there is going to be a foul called on the Cardinals.
Hateman reaching in on the baseline, trying to get that ball, trying to steal away. Reached in too much, got too much arm. First foul on the Cardinals, first on Hateman. They go inside to Kern, blocked by Hollenkamp. Hateman on the rebound, running with A.J. Webb, has to pull it up, lost control. But the Woodlawn Cardinals have the basketball up by 10. Owens to the left side, top of the key, Hollenkamp. Fake at the free throw line, down the lane, shot blocked by Hall. Hall has it. Hollenkamp didn't really have a good lift on that and got it blocked. Swimmer across the timeline for the Raiders. At the top of the key, Swimmer with it. On the left side, right side pass now to Hansman. Hansman with it now to Swimmer. Down the lane he goes, running shot, teardrop, no good. Rebound, weak side though by Austin Curran. He has all 4 points. Mike, he's going to be a guy that they have to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. Him and Hall doing their yeoman's work on the board so far.
Owens with it, right side A.J. Webb. He'll hold out by the sportsmanship logo to Hateman, top of the key. 3 minutes to go in the first. Woodlawn leads 12-4. A.J. launched a 3. It's good! A.J. Webb with 5, and the Cardinals out to a 15-4 lead. Swimmer across the timeline. Goes to the right side on the dribble, holds above his head, throws in the right corner to Hanman. Inside they go to Curran. His turnaround shot blocked. Harlow rebounds, throws it in. Ball to the floor, tangle bodies. Harlow recovers it in the right corner. Chris will get it to Owens, and he'll bring it across the timeline. 2:30 to go in the first. Gabe with it right side, A.J. Webb. He's being closely guarded by Swimmer. Gives it to Hateman. Hateman gets it to Hollenkamp. Shot fake for 3. Pulls in, 17-footer on the line. Not a good shot. Rebound, though, to Bruce. Bruce will bring it up. Across the timeline for the Raiders. Left side with it to Swimmer. Holds above his head. Now right side, and he'll reverse it back to Swimmer. He doesn't want anything to do with it. To Bruce. He'll dribble one time. Gives it the corner to Hanman. Hanman shot fake 3. Pulls in from 15. It's off the mark. Rebound over the back. And that will be a foul on Austin Curran, his second. Chris Harlow with the position. Mike Richardson on the call. You didn't hear it, but I saw it.
Well, we got a pretty good view of that one right there. And the official, Mr. Fisher, was sort of blocked out, but he's seen on the second attempt, definitely that little push in the back. And well, I tell you what, Woodlawn, the rebounding has been a big key down the stretch as well. Their positioning now is a lot better than it was earlier in the year.
Owens across the timeline. Woodlawn 15-4. 11-point lead for the Cardinals. Hateman on the left wing has to dribble to Hollenkamp in the corner. His 3 on the way. No good off the mark. Rebounded by Bruce. He'll bring it up for the Raiders. He gives it off to Curran. He's quickly down the floor, and that's a nice move, but he's short shot the layup. Then put it up and in and a foul. Curran got a second chance. He has all 6 Raider points as Kennedy came in for Harlow. Kennedy picked up the foul on the hack, his first, team third.
Well, so quick down the floor was Curran. Had that lane to flash into right there. Woodlawn just could not get set. And I think they did anticipate a little bit of him making that layup.
We have a one-man band going on. Mr. Curran has all 7 of North Shore Country Day points. Now coming in is Michael Jaharis. He is in now for Swimmer.
A little Dick Corn philosophy here. Curran had a big day. Let's just stop everybody else.
Yeah, that's one of those Dick Corn things. I respect Dick Corn a lot. He can coach my team. Hollenkamp, top of the key, A.J. Webb. He'll come down the right side, spin back out, now goes back top of the key. Hateman holds top. A.J. Webb will shoot a 3. It's short off the mark, but rattles in. Crawled over the rim, and Woodlawn's A.J. Webb has another. 18-7 Cardinals by 11 with 60 seconds left in the first.
what do we say about maybe a bounce here, a loose ball there?
Jaharis out top of the key to Bruce to Jaharis. They'll play catch. Bruce is going to launch a three. It's off the iron, no good. Tipped out. Matt Kennedy with a rebound. Kennedy's had a good stretch in his postseason. He gets it to Gabe Owens. Gabe crosses timeline. Comes to the left side of the floor. Throws it out top of the key. A.J. Webb, shot fake. 15-footer. Good. Oh, off the mark. That was so good. It rattled in and out. Rebounded by Curran. He comes quickly to the way. Kennedy steals from behind. What a play by Matt Kennedy. Gets to Hollenkamp, and then Riley Hall picks up a foul. That's his second team third. Well, what a play by Kennedy from behind on the steal on Curran.
You talk about sacrificing body right there. Wow. What a play.
They didn't, on the road to the Final Four, they didn't put anything of soft road or anything up there for Woodlawn as they go through the teams. Just thought I'd point that out.
E-A-S-Y-E. I don't
see that either.
There either. Well,
Kennedy on the turnover, as Mike and I have a little trip down Sarcasm Lane. Harlow with it side out of bounds to Owens on the right wing. Double team. Defense picks up for the Raiders. Gets it to Kennedy. Now to A.J. Webb. 25 seconds to go in the first quarter. Woodlawn with an 18-7 lead. Webb to Owens. The Cardinal faithful down the left baseline to our left. Stand up across the way. Harlow with it. Top of the key. He'll come between the circles. He's on the dribble. He gets it to Gabe Owens with 8 seconds. Owens with 6 to Kennedy. Kennedy will go in the corner of Harlow. Harlow baseline. Goes there, and that's a blocking foul. Oh, he stepped out of bounds. No, let's see what the call is.
I think they are going to call stepping out of bounds.
Yep. Harlow stepped out of bounds on the baseline. Signal wasn't there. 2.5 to go. Baseball pass. They get it to Bruce down the left side. They throw it underneath. Layup up at the horn. No good. End of the first quarter. Woodlawn 18. North Shore Country Day 7. We'll come back at the end of the first quarter with a second. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke is an orthopedic surgeon specializing in spine surgery, treatment of the injured back, and will provide the newest state-of-the-art procedures in the region. Dr. Steinke is fellowship trained in spine and brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks and will see patients starting in April. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94Sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Peoria. 1 quarter in the books here in this Class 1A state semifinal. Woodlawn leads North Shore Country Day of Chicago 18-7. Denny Zwinski with Mike Richardson alongside. We understand there are some technical difficulties with some local TV outlets and internet and otherwise. We will tell you, you can listen to us here on WMIX 94.1 FM as well as MyWithersRadio.com as we will bring you the action, and we appreciate another listener from Herrin, Illinois, tuning in to us here this afternoon. Mike, good start for the Cardinals, lead by 11 after 1.
Absolutely a great start. It'll be their ball coming out for sure, but 4 or 5 behind the arc, you don't want to fall in love with that. We talked off air about it, but I think now we're trying to get that ball inside a little bit and see how soft that interior defense actually is.
Well, Raiders have the basketball top of the key. Hanman now he'll leave it top of the key for Swimmer. Swimmer holds above his head, guarded by Hateman. Cardinals now man-to-man to start this quarter with a lot of zone in that first. On the left wing, Moret now top of the key, right side pass Hanman. They'll play around the perimeter. That's Swimmer. He's being dared by Hateman to shoot. Swimmer gets down the lane around Hateman, dishes, and a reach-in foul. And it'll be on the Cardinals. That'll be the 4th for Woodlawn. Like on Hateman, is that who he signaled?
Had to be, I think it was, so it's got to be Hateman.
That's the 2nd on the Cardinals. 3rd on them as
Matt Kennedy right back into the lineup.
Kennedy for Hateman to get that defense out there on Curran as they switch Owens. Now we got a legal screen away from the ball. We have a blocking foul on Hanman. He was trying to root Kennedy out of the lane on that, so that's Hanman's first. Team's 4th on the Raiders. They will now pick up, Michael, a little pressure here.
Little pressure right there, and an elbow to A.J.
How about that?
Jaw.
How about that?
Wow.
Timothy Moret just flat bowed A.J. Webb right in the mouth. to get him away, and the official stepped in, so that'll be enough. Owens gets the inbound. It's just pressure, and it's man-to-man. Moret will have the job of guarding Owens. Owens to A.J. Webb on the right wing. Webb with it. Loses it. Gets up the dribble to Harlow, top of the key. Harlow to the right wing. Down to the free throw lane. He goes, throws up a wild shot, not going to get it bailed out. Honman on the rebound, gets it to Swimmer. He'll come the other way, gets in the right corner to Curran. Curran baseline shot up. No good, but a travel. Speaking of traveling, familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria, Community First Bank, new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. A little bit testy here as we begin the second quarter. Cardinals lead by 11, 18-7, with 7 minutes to go in the first half. Gabe Owens across the timeline.
Not real sure what that was all about, really.
I don't know either. Barely know them. They barely know us. How can they be mad? Bateman, Hollenkamp top of the key. A.J. Webb holds above his head to Owens. Owens will come on the dribble, goes down the lane, running shot left-handed is good. Dave Owens gets on the board. That's actually his 5th point. It's 20-7, Cardinals by 13. Swimmer to the left side. Baseline he goes. Round out top, right wing. Bruce, dribble penetration. Shot no good. Bruce will go to line and shoot 2, as that's going to be foul on the Cardinals. We'll wait for the official. That's on Kennedy. That's 2 on Matt Kennedy.
Well, I know that was a very quick first step there by Jake Bruce, going hard to the hole. Got fouled. Knew there was going to be contact. Tried to lay it up and in. He'll be at the free throw line rewarded with a couple of tosses here.
More fans listening in from different places in Southern Illinois. The first free throw's missed. With Kentucky fans, I appreciate lots as the first free throw's missed. Here comes Hall into the game now for Hahnemann. And with 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Ina, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official voice of the showcase. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Second free throw also off the mark. Rebound, Matt Kennedy for the Cardinals. 20-7, Cardinals by 13 with 6.5 to go in the first. Time to put the pedal down and put away the Raiders here in his first half. A.J. Webb, backdoor cut. Kennedy, good off the layup. What a nice play underneath Mike. The down screen allowed Kennedy to come across and get the layup.
Woodlawn screens have been very, very effective right now. They did this the other night against Meridian. They've really set them well. We're going to have a push off or a hold here on Matt Kennedy.
Well, Kennedy ended up on the floor. And I guess he was the instigator in this, and Kennedy, by my count, has picked up his 3rd foul. So Kennedy was maybe instigating that a little bit. Hahnemann and he got tangled up, and Kennedy goes to the bench with 3. So now Jake Robinson will have to come in with 6 to go. He's going to have to play the part of Kennedy now, and he can do it very well. Inbound top of the key to Bruce. Bruce down the lane, kicks it out right corner. Here comes a 3 from Moret. It's up, no good. Rebound Owens. Owens will bring it up for the Cardinals. He'll come across the timeline to the right side of the floor between the leg dribble, spin at the elbow. Now go left side to Harlow. Harlow top of the key. A.J. Webb, 15-footer off the mark, rebounded by Bruce. Now it gets to Curran. Here come the Raiders. Swimmer on the left side. His 3 on the wing is short, hits the floor. Rebound Jake Robinson. Robinson throws it into Hollenkamp as he was falling out of bounds. Hollenkamp with it.
I got you.
Read it. You got it?
No,
I'll let you read it. Right
okay.
there, that last one.
I
can't read it. Owens across left side to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp on the left wing. Hollenkamp with it right side. Gabe Owens. He'll come down the lane, and he's fouled on the reach in. That'll be on Timothy Moret. Some text we can read you, some we cannot. We do appreciate everybody texting us and or tweeting us at 94 Sports or posting on our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We'd love to hear from you all weekend and throughout the entire year. Robinson to Owens on the inbounds. 3 on the way from Gabe. Rattles in and out, tips around. Harlow finds the mess, cooks it up, missed the layup, rebound North Shore. Oh, my goodness. Woodlawn with an opportunity there, goes by the board. Here come the Raiders on the right side. Bruce with it at the top of the key. Right side on the dribble is Swimmer. Comes around the screen. Owens guarding him. Swimmer right side to Bruce. They throw it inside to Curran. Baseline spin, move, layup. No good. Rattles out, gets his own rebound, but Hollenkamp steals it away. Christian on the steal. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is done. Crossroads Community Hospital, it's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Owens with it right left side to Hollenkamp. Looking for a backdoor cut. A.J. Hollenkamp goes to the rim anyway and scores. Mike, I hate to say this early, but Woodlawn's very impressive so far.
They are right there. That was a nice set play. Usually get the backdoor cut with Webb from the corner, but they guarded that, and Christian just put the head down and a hard dribble drive to the basket. Strong enough to kick it off the glass and score.
Hall left side to Moret. Now top of the key to Curran. Curran throws it inside. Has to recover the corner by Hall. Hall splits a double team, goes up, and that's a foul on the floor, as the official duly notes. That'll be on the Cardinals. They're 6. That's about the only thing the Cardinals haven't been able to do real well here this afternoon.
Yeah, I tell you what, those two guys right now, Dan, they're hard to guard. They're very aggressive. Both of them juniors, 6'3", lanky, very strong. And boy, they make that spin move real quick to the bucket. Woodlawn, they've been caught reaching in a little bit, picked up a few silly fouls right here.
And, Mike, you've been in a coaching huddle a lot more than I have over the years, including getting back into it this year. You have a team in a state tournament up 24-7 midway through the second quarter. What are you telling your guys right now with so much time left in the game?
Well, I think what they're talking about, I think you've seen Scott Owens and Shane talking before they went to the huddle. I think it's more right now on position defense. Quit reaching. Go ahead and play with your feet. If they shoot over you, they do. You're still in good position for a defensive rebound. But I didn't think they'd like the last two possessions where the Cardinals have, Kennedy got one and then Hateman got one earlier. Those reach-in fouls when you don't move your feet enough defensively. I think that's probably what they're going over. And 4 minutes to go right now, I don't think they want to let up offensively. I think they want to work the ball on the inside to get it to Hollenkamp or Harlow. Still run them baseline cuts, but don't be afraid to put it on the deck and go the hole, just like Hollenkamp did that last time.
And Woodlawn leads with 4:12 to go in the first half, 24-7. We'll tell you that we will have the Red Lake College halftime show coming up, and we will have scoring and stats of this one. Scores from here, which will be 1, because it's only been 1 game. We'll also probably get a little discussion maybe about Bruce Weber, who was fired earlier this afternoon by the University of Illinois. Oh, the text and stuff coming in. Can't read them. Later on. 4:12 to go in the first half. The Raiders have the basketball. He on top of the key to Swimmer. He's on the left wing. He holds the basketball left corner to Curran. Curran has all 7 points right now. He leaves it for Swimmer in the corner. A.J. Webb picks up the defense on him. Curran holds now throws it top to Key Bruce. Back to Curran in the corner to Hondman. Hondman back to Swimmer. His long three on the mark, no good. Rebound, though, by Hall. Goes up, shot, good, and a foul. Riley Hall becomes the first scorer other than Austin Curran for the Raiders. That's the first point for them in this half.
And Woodlawn was forced to go back into a zone, and the problem with zone defense is you've always got your back away from your defender, and it's hard to see the slasher coming in, and Hall definitely worked hard offensively to get that rebound.
Three-point play is complete. Riley Hall has 3. It is now 24-10. The Raiders battle back as the Cardinals right now in some foul trouble. Matt Kennedy 3, Hateman 2, and Robinson 2. That's the only thing that really Woodlawn's not done very well here in the first half. With the basketball in the left corner is Hollenkamp. Baseline, lost it out of bounds. One thing about it, Michael, you can't get sloppy in this case here.
No, Woodlawn, that's their 4th turnover, and they've been all of the same ilk. Force things on that baseline there and just, lack of concentration, dribbling the basketball. Trying to get their heads up looking for the cut, but nobody's there.
With it on the right side, Swimmer, they go inside to Curran. Around Robinson, double team, shot off the side of the backboard. Reaches over the top, it's got to be Woodlawn basketball. Luckily, Curran didn't get that second foul.
Yeah, that shot was forced, and great defense by the young sophomore, Jake Robinson, who stood up toe-to-toe with him and did not force anything.
Owens with the top of the key, left side Robinson. Robinson with it to the left side. Now back to Hollenkamp, top of the key. A.J. Webb to Robinson in the corner in front of us. Robinson holds above his head. Now to Owens. Owens with a 3 on the way. Good. Gabe Owens knocks down a 3 as Gabe Owens has his second 3 of the game. And now Woodlawn back on top 27-10.
A nice set right there. Just a good steady look and knock down that 3.
With the basketball, the Raiders have it. On the right side is Swimmer. Goes out top of the key to Bruce. Bruce goes inside, tipped away Harlow in that mess. Harlow couldn't get it. Hondman throws left side to Bruce. Tries left block. Goes up off the glass. No good. Rebound weak side, though, is put in by Riley Hall. He's got 5. And Curran has 7. That's your 12 for the Raiders, but they trail Woodlawn 27-12 with 2:25 to go in the first half. Owens to Robinson to Harlow in the left corner. Chris Holtz now goes top of the key to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp left corner to Owens. Owens holds above his head. Now looks, comes back to the wing. Top of the key goes Gabe. On the dribble, pull up three-pointer, good. Oh, my goodness gracious. How do you guard that, Michael?
Step back between the legs, clear, get some space, jump up, and knock it in the hole.
Bang, baby. Woodlawn by 18, under 2 to go in the first half. Swimmer Goes right corner to Curran. Curran for a three on the way. No good off the mark. Rattles around, and we're going to have a push foul. It's going to be on Woodlawn. I think they were pushed underneath for some rebounds. Might be on Hollenkamp, the way Christian looked with that sheepy smile of his.
Well, I'd like to see the referees get together here and talk about maybe the rebound glancing off the top of the backboard. Before the shove.
On the top. Wow. There we go. We got a foul. It's on Hollenkamp, his first team 7. Nobody is helping out there.
No, I mean, I'm not disputing the foul at all, but I'm just saying I think the ball ricocheted a little bit, but maybe they had that push beforehand. But, you know, one thing the Cardinals continue, we're going to harp about here with this final 148 is still position rebounding. They've let it slip away a little bit, such a great start in that first quarter of defensive positioning, but right now the rebounds are going the way of the Raiders. They're working awful hard.
You might be able to get away with that today, trying to out-jump the Raiders, and Riley Hall makes both of them. Tomorrow, when you're playing against a much more physical, hopefully Carrollton team in the title game, you're going to have to be in there rebounding.
Absolutely.
Owens will bring it across the timeline. You have 100 seconds left in the first half. Hollenkamp holds, backdoor cut, A.J. Webb. There's A.J.'s play. It's good. Woodlawn gets that about once a game, and there it was, 32-14 Cardinals by 18.
That's a nice set right there, sort of a little defense break. That'll open up another good look for a three here in this final few
Bruce
minutes.
has it stolen away. Gabe Owens on a breakaway. Owens is fouled on the reach-in. Jake Swimmer is first, team 6. That prevents the layup as Gabe Owens claps his hands in front of us as Mike and I sit on the baseline here at Carver Arena. Great basketball action on the floor. Toes are cold here as the ice is just below Mike and I here.
You got to get your eyes focused down to this level, fella.
Hey, you got to be on the game here. I'm used to sitting up top in section 14 doing games. Owens, top of the key, has a foul. That'll be the 7th on the Raiders as Owens will go to the line and shoot the 1-and-1.
And that's usually a good thing.
That's usually a good thing. Bruce has picked up his first foul, the 7th on the Raiders. Remember, you can follow us at Twitter, at 94 Sports. Lots of things going on there. We're having some communication with some other fans from here and around the world. Also, go to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Lots of stuff going on there, pictures and comments and updates. And we'd like to hear from you. Also, like us there as well. Owens hits them both. 34-14, Cardinals by 20. 1:10 to go in the first half. Top of the key with it is Swimmer. Left side to Bruce. Bruce left wing, top of the key. Swimmer launched the three. It's in and out. Now back out. Now in. Rebounded by Riley Hall. Hall back out to Bruce. He comes down the lane. Shot blocked, and that's a foul. Mike, the one thing that you see out of Woodlawn right now, laying back, and it may be the score of the game, they're wanting to block shots instead of cutting people off.
Yeah, and I know that's what Shane Witzel is upset right now at. I mean, it's hard to imagine being upset in a 20-point lead, but he's looking realistically down this fourth quarter of this ball game. And, you know, amassing these fouls to key people, and now you're bringing Hateman in with under a minute to go here in the half, and he's got 2 fouls. So position rim, trying to block shots, not going to happen against this team. They're too athletic down low.
Second free throw is good as he makes, that would be Jake Bruce makes 1 out of 2. It is 34-15, Cardinals by 19. Right now the problem is Kennedy and Robinson, both role players, reserves, have 3 fouls apiece.
Yes.
Owens across the timeline on the dribble, 50 seconds to go in the first half. Harlow with it left side to Hateman. Hateman on the wing. He'll come down the lane, kick it right side, A.J. Webb. A.J. holds above his head to Harlow. Harlow on the wing to A.J. Webb. A.J. with it. Couple of dribbles, gives it back to Kristen. He'll dribble out to the timeline. Harlow with it on the dribble. Goes left side to Owens. Owens is bumped a little bit, still kept the dribble. Owens left side, that'll be a foul. Timothy Moret is out there, kind of disturbs things up, and he got a little too physical with Owens, and Gabe will go back to the free throw line.
Another positive thing here, it's in the Woodlawn Cardinal favor. They will get the ball unless there's a jump ball somewhere along the line. As Shane Witzel's going to go deeper in his midst, Ty Coleman's going to come in and get somebody here, probably Harlow.
Ty Coleman will get
He's going to get Hateman.
Hateman has 2 fouls.
It'll be the Cardinals' ball starting the second half.
And Owens at the line here for the 1-on-1. First free throw is in. He'll get another. Gabe Owens had a nice start in this quarter. 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11 in this quarter and 14 in the game. Is that what you have? It's been a quiet 14.
14.
Wow. Second free throw from Gabe up and in. Wow. If you just said Woodlawn would have rolled up here and got a 21-point lead at half, nobody would believe you. Rarely happens in the state tournament. with the basketball swimmer coming across the timeline. We'll have the Red Lake College halftime show coming up in just a few moments. North Shore looking for points. There's a shot from the baseline. No good by Riley Hall. Ty Coleman has the rebound, gets it to Owens. Owens will come up the right side, throws it to Coleman with 4 seconds. Ty Coleman off to Hollenkamp. Christian Lamp at the horn. Good. We have played 16 minutes of basketball here from Peoria. It's Woodlawn 38. North Shore Country Day 15. We'll step out for a break, come back with the Red Lake College halftime show. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. Wow.
Hi, Roy Schmidt Chrysler dealer at King City Chrysler. It has been built with something that goes beyond the finely stitched leather. This automobile has redefined driving dynamics and an efficient V6 power plant. It has been built with hope and promise because this sedan brings with it a dose of luxury and sport that had all but left the shores. It's good to know that this kind of great is at home here, that we can show the world that the difference between good and great value is in the details. This is the 2012 Chrysler 200 imported from Detroit and ready for immediate delivery at King City Chrysler in Mount Vernon. The incentives on the 200 sedan are $3,000 or 0% for 60 months, plus miles per gallon up to 37 on the highway. Come test drive the 200 today at King City Chrysler Center, 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital.
Daydreaming of owning a home? People's National Bank can help your dreams become a reality. We are excited to offer Smart Move mortgages. Smart Move offers affordable fixed-rate financing, down payment assistance, and closing cost assistance for qualified borrowers. Call me, Joy Schrader, Mortgage Specialist, at 241-6928 today for details. People's National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Hey, moms and dads, don't stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay for your kids' education. There's no need to worry. I send my kids to Rend Lake College. RLC offers the same high-quality education as a four-year school at a fraction of the cost. Plus, they get to stay close to home. Tuition, room, and board are like $19,000 every year at the 4 years, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. At RLC, tuition, books, and supplies are only approximately $4,000. That's Math 101. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, they have the exact courses your kids need to be well on their way to a great career. Give your college-bound child the quality education they deserve without breaking the bank. Rend Lake College is the right choice. Whether your student plans to transfer to a university or train for direct entry into the workforce, call RLC at 437-5321 to speak to a counselor. I actually logged on to rlc.edu. That's rlc.edu.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Red Lake College halftime show starts now.
Welcome back into Carver Arena at Peoria. Halftime here as the Woodlawn Cardinals lead the North Shore Country Day Raiders 38-15. You're listening to the Red Lake College halftime show. They've been the vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Students can choose from more than 100 degree and certificate programs, save thousands of dollars at Red Lake College and get to work. Red Lake College, it's time. The Woodlawn Cardinals lead here 38-15 over North Shore Country Day. Denny Winston, Mike Richardson alongside. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have scoring and stats of this one, and we'll talk a little bit about this game and other happenings here at Peoria. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Got spring fever? Get the cure at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn with truckloads of new furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Sealy, Lane, Paula Deen, and more. All are spring sale price with extra discounts or 24 months free financing. Plus save 50% off select quilt sets and 20% off all Easter decor, signs, and pictures at the General Store. So get your home off to a fresh spring start. Save now at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Carver Arena. Halftime score, Woodlawn 38, North Shore Country Day 15. Red Lake College sponsors their halftime show. They have over 100 degree certificate programs to choose from. Spin your vehicle to a brighter future for over 40 years. Red Lake College, it's time. Kenny Czawinski and Mike Richardson alongside of Mike. Before we get to the stats, 38-15. I guarantee you and I could have thought of almost every scenario of the game here in this first half. We would never have come up with a 23-point Woodlawn lead at the half. Not that we're going to give it away, because we're going to keep it, but my goodness, what's going on here?
Well, yeah, and I mean, that's what we talked about. Again, fading back to the pregame show, trying to find some justification there on their schedule, trying to find who they played. Have they played Goreville? Have they played Cessers? Have they played Mater Days? Have they played people that Woodlawn has, the Herons? Have they played those type of people? And names unfamiliar to us, we didn't know for sure. And this game still got another half to be played, as we witnessed in Carrollton getting a big lead early and having to hang on and come back and fight and knock down free throws to make it to the championship game. But we've seen things here going on that right now sets up good for the Woodlawn Cardinals, and it's still the basic fundamental of basketball. It's the setting the picks, the rebounding, the defense, and I really like Woodlawn's chances right now for sure.
16 minutes away from the state title. You don't want to get too far ahead of yourselves, you, I, or the team, or otherwise. 38-15. One concern, Mike, is the fact that Woodlawn has some foul trouble. When you look at the reserves, Matt Kennedy and Jake Robinson both with 3 fouls apiece, and Jason Hateman has 2. That's been about the only thing, is the lack of defense and the fouling by the Cardinals here in this first half.
Yeah, and it's been the reaching, and we haven't seen that reaching much. I mean, I know Woodlawn has several young men that can play in foul trouble, but it's the consistency of the coaching staff to talk about footwork and your positioning in that, and quit that reaching in and stuff that they've been doing. I know they're going to really, really go over that at halftime. You know they are, because you've got to keep those guys on the floor. And still, with your starters even, that's why that bench has been so effective for the Cardinals down the stretch. These guys coming off the bench spelling a starter for 2 or 3 minutes at a time, you've got to be able to do those things when you're making a run as the Cardinals are.
Now, while we're talking, I'll stop and let you go ahead and give the scoring assessment.
Okay.
Great first half by the Cardinals.
Thank you very much, Danny. And for the North Shore County Day, the Raiders coming in the latest contest with a 19-4 record. They were 5 out of 18 regular shooting, 0 for 6 behind the arc, 5 out of 24 total, and that rounds out to 28% on the game. Went to the free throw line 8 times, knocking down 5 for 63%. They had 6 turnovers in the game, 12 rebounds. We knew they were a strong rebounding team. Riley Hall leading the way there with 5, and he's on pace for his average of 10.5 rebounds a game. A short scoring column for the Raiders, a free throw by Jake Bruce, 0 for 5 from the field. Austin Kern, as we knew, the high scorer from them, he's 3 out of 8 with a free throw for 7 points. And Riley Hall, his diligency on the boards, paid off, got a couple stickbacks, 2 out of 5, made all 3 of his free throws for his 7 points for the 15 for the Raiders in that first half. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, you talk about sizzle. 8 out of 15 regular shooting. 6 out of 8 behind the arc for a total of 14 out of 23 for 61% shooting. 4 for 4 at the free throw line, all 4 free throws by Gabe Owens. They commit 4 turnovers, 1 team rebound to go with 12 individual rebounds. They lead in the rebounding department 13-12. Spread out all over. Jason Haven actually the Cardinals rebounded with 3 and 2 each by Kennedy off the bench, Owens and Hollenkamp. And scoring column, Matt Kennedy had a nice backdoor cut. Ty Coleman come in the last 50 seconds, got a rebound, got a pass out, got the pass back in the offense, and made a great dump down pass to Hollenkamp for an assist at the end of that quarter. Then the starters, 10 points for A.J. Webb, 2 of 2 regular shooting, 2 threes for his 10. Christian Hollenkamp, 3 out of 6, 1 for 2 behind the arc for 11. And to go along with 4 rebounds, the 4 free throws, Gabe Owens had a layup, and he's 3 of 4 behind the arc, and the one was absolutely scintillating as he dropped behind the back, through the legs, and step back, knocked that 3 down. He leads the Cardinals in scoring with 15 as the Woodlawn Cardinals lead at the half, 38-15 over the Raiders.
We'll step out for a break. We'll tell you this has been the Red Lake College Halftime Show. They can save you thousands of dollars on your education. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu to see which of the more than 100 degree and certificate programs is right for you. Halftime here at Peoria, 38-15. Woodlawn leads, 16 minutes away from a state championship berth. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
If your definition of local is Southern Illinois and adjacent states, pay no attention to this message. Hi, I'm Joe David Cummins, President of Community First Bank. Others advertise the message of being a local community bank. However, Community First Bank is the only local community bank exclusively serving Jefferson County with 5 locations and 5 ATMs. In short, loans and deposits stay local and benefit you.
Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dix, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good neighbor, Scott Owens is there.
More basketball action ahead. Presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Carver Arena, or the Peoria Civic Center, whichever you would like. We're at halftime of the second semifinal in Class 1A in the state tournament. Woodlawn leads North Shore Country Day 38-15. Mike, 16 minutes to another state championship game for the Cardinals. What do you do up by 23 to keep that lead and advance to tomorrow, that 2 o'clock game?
Just like the cry Tuesday night, keep that clock moving. I mean, it sounds simple, but you knock down the 10 to 15-footer, you run the backdoor cut, you make that layup, you shoot a spot-up 3 when you know you're wide open. Woodlawn only took about 3 or 4 bad shots in that first half, just by being over-aggressive. Nothing wrong with that, depending on the type of game you're in, the situation you're in. Right now, Shane Whistle wants to buckle down on that offense. Don't be afraid. If it's not there on that backdoor cut, kick it back out, reset, run it again. And take 30 seconds off the clock here. Take 40 seconds off the clock. But play defense with your feet and not your hands. And I think it looks good for the Woodlawn Cardinals right now.
Woodlawn getting ready to go back onto the floor, as is North Shore Country Day. The winner to play Carrollton. They were a 45-44 winner over Illini Central Mason City this afternoon. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. Give them a call, 242-3770, like a good neighbor. Scott Owens is there as we tell you that Carrollton is in a title game. The title game will be at 2 o'clock tomorrow. Third place game will be at noon. They move it back an hour from previous years in recent memory. Both teams in their huddle. Somebody is 16 minutes away from the state championship berth. As we say it, I say it, kind of gives me the goosebumps just saying that.
First 3 to 4 minutes right here, very, very crucial.
Yep.
You either let them get back in the game or you sort of put that dagger in there and put it away early and just put it in their minds that the run's not going to happen.
Woodlawn will have the basketball to start the second half. It will be the starters. And North Shore is going to pick up man-to-man, and they're a little more frisky, as you would expect, being down 23 in a state title or state semifinal. A.J. Webb gives it to Gabe Owens, and Gabe will bring it across the timeline for the Cardinals. Left side to Chris Harlow, in the corner Jason Hateman. Left wing now Gets it to Hollenkamp, top of the key to A.J. Webb, now to Harlow. Chris holds on the right wing above his head. Skip past left side Hateman. His 10-footer up is off the mark. Rebound, tipped, rebounded by Hansman of the Raiders. He gets the Swimmer, and he'll bring it up into the front court. Swimmer behind the back dribble, top of the key, left side. Gets it 2 for a 15-footer up from Bruce. It's off the mark. Rebound Hollenkamp. Great box out by Gabe Owen. Got a body on Austin Kern and kept him out of there, and that allowed Hollenkamp to get the board.
The Woodlawn sort of flattened that 1-3-1 out now, and it looks like more of a 3-2 high. They're really going to try to extend their shooters out court.
Hollenkamp to Owens, top of the key. He'll dribble to the left side, down to the free throw line. Backdoor pass to Hateman, shot blocked off the backboard, goes to Hateman, off Owens' head. Gets it to Webb, his 15-footer off the glass and in. Baby, it's going good, it's going good. 40-15, Cardinals by 25. Nobody in this arena thought this could happen this afternoon.
Did we hear that battle cry Tuesday night?
We heard that too. Top of the key with it. Swimmer will dribble, now throw it in the left corner to Curran. Curran comes to the rim, blocked by Hollenkamp. Ooh, baby. The eraser is on as Hollenkamp gets it to Owens. Gabe across the timeline. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. Hateman top of the key. A.J. Webb, 15-footer, good. Woo. Silk is on fire, boys and girls. A.J. Webb is 42-15. The lead extends.
Nothing prettier than rhythm on a shot.
A.J.'s got it going. Silk, as I like to call him. Top of the key, Swimmer. Right side with it to Hall in the corner. Here's a 3 in front of us from Kern. It's no good. Rebound, all white jerseys.
Five white jerseys blocking out right there.
White jerseys underneath. Owens bring it up. Owens will bring it across the timeline. Dribbles top of the key. Down the lane, loses the basketball. Kern on the steal. Now it's stolen away. Owens has it back to the floor. He goes, and that'll be a foul. It'll be on the Raiders. With that, if you're tired of big corporate banking, you have a choice in Jefferson County. Community First Bank is at home in Dix, Ina, Mount Vernon, and Woodlawn. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. That foul, they snuck it in on me. Oh, there it is. That foul is on number 23, Austin Kern, his second, team's first of the half. Woodlawn by 27, 42-15. Owens across the timeline. Now it's tapped away. He'll have to go in the backcourt and get it. And he is harassed. Lots of hands going on and still harassed. Webb with it on the right side to Hollenkamp. Christian with it on the right wing. Comes back to the top of the key. Free throw line. Goes down the lane. Got her arm ripped off. No call. We come the other way on the steal. The Raiders with a basketball top of the key. Underneath pass layup good by Hall. He's got 9, the leading scorer for the Raiders, as they let him play here in this third quarter. Owens will bring it across the timeline on the right side. Crosses back over. Throws it left side to Harlow. Harlow to Hateman on the left wing. Back to Hollenkamp. Top of the key. A.J. Webb right side to Harlow. Harlow holds above his head. Looks. Now top of the key. Gabe Owens. Left side to Hateman. Hateman holds. Looks. A.J. Webb in the left corner. Back to Hollenkamp. Harlow with it top of the key. Down the lane he goes. Nice move by Chris. There's a foul on the floor, though. That foul will be on the Raiders. That foul, I couldn't really tell.
We were at a bad
54.
angle.
That is on Hanman, his second. Team second.
Well, the shot fake has worked very effectively right here in different stretches of this game. I mean, they know Woodlawn has some set shooters. As we're going to go to a TV timeout early.
Yeah, 5 minutes. 4:53 left in the third quarter. While we go to that timeout, we'll tell you, your community, your choice, your bank, with 5 locations and friends and neighbors on staff to understand your needs. Community First Bank keeps it simple. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. More of the fans that don't have a team in this one head to the exit. It's going to be a friends and family and Woodlawn affair here by the time this one's over, Mike, to keep going.
Hate to do that to attendance figure and the souvenir collectors out front, but that is the case right now. And Woodlawn putting on a display. Danny, we've seen it off and on all year long. There's no two ways about it, and the defense is the key. And the one thing I notice sometimes on teams that we're talking about here with North Clay, they don't have a lot of options as far as what they can change. And when you get behind, Curry's going to be here, Bruce will be there, Hall's going to be there through the whole thing, and they don't have a lot of options through their offensive set. Now they're going to try to push the ball down a little bit faster, but they're basically going to try to get the ball inside their shooters, and that's it.
I want to get to you. Somebody has a comment for you. 4:53 to go in the third quarter. There's who sent it. I'll tell you who sent that. 42-17 Woodlawn on top as the Cardinals lead by 25. We'll tell you that Familiar faces, new places. Bank with Ray and Bria Community First Bank's new 42nd Street location in Mount Vernon. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Woodlawn with the lead. We're not even talking about that yet. I don't even want to talk about it. 4:53 to go. I'm one of those when that last corner goes off, I'll start talking about it.
Me too, absolutely.
Yeah. With the basketball, Woodlawn will trig underneath their own basket, and Owens will throw it out to Hateman, top of the key. Hateman with the basketball, dribbles to the circle, now throws it out of bounds. Oh, nobody was looking. Nobody was looking. That's one of those, oops, my bad. And they look at each other. When you're up by 25, you can do that.
The third turnover here in the third quarter by the Cardinals.
Up across the timeline is Jamie Swimmer. He'll dribble and back out. Left side pass now in the corner. Here's a three on the way. It's no good from Honman. Tipped around Harlow on the rebound in front of us. Chris has it. He'll give it to Gabe Owens. Owens will bring it and give it to Hateman. He'll throw Owens off the ball a little bit and give it to Jason. Let him handle the basketball. With it on the left side is A.J. Webb to Harlow, top of the key. 4:15 to go in the third. Woodlawn by 25. Hateman, right side. Hateman dribbles top of the key, gets it to Owens, deep right wing. Defense picks up for the Raiders. Owens on the dribble, and now he's fouled. See it coming. I think you're seeing a little bit of frustration here by North Shore Country Day, Mike. They have not probably been in this situation much this year.
No, by the record, 19-4. We saw a little frustration, Danny, with about 2 minutes to go there in that first half. Got a little chippy down there at one point, and then the way the last 30 seconds ended, Woodlawn got that breakaway bucket there on a great pass from Ty Coleman. So you saw a little bit of that. Now it looks like it's carrying over here in the third.
Harlow to Hateman on the left wing. He'll hold off the inbounds. Now to Hollenkamp. Christian holds. Christian down the lane. Bump. Foul. Shot no good. It'll be a two-shot foul. Hollenkamp will go line to shoot two. That foul's on Riley Hall, his third. Team's fourth. With 5 locations in Mount Vernon, Dix, Ina, and Woodlawn, Community First Bank is proud to be the official showcase sponsor. Welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. Christian at the line. He'll get 2. Misses the first, he'll get another. 42-17, Woodlawn on top. Nice picture of Shane Witzel above on the big scoreboard in front of us. As the IHSA does it right. Hollenkamp makes 1 out of 2. He's got 12. And it's 43-17, Cardinals by 26. Bruce with it on the right wing, back out top of the key to Curran. That's Swimmer, now has it back. Swimmer at the top of the key. He'll give it in the corner, and Swimmer gets it back from Moret. Swimmer goes right side, 3 on the way from Hall. It's good. Check that. That is Austin Curran. That's his 10th point, and it's 43-20. Raiders back within 23. They pressure. Owens picks it up in the backcourt, throws it away, tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Woodlawn Cardinals. Now, Mike, cannot get sloppy.
No, absolutely not. Three turnovers already. I know that's what's on Shane's mind right now. We can read it, that's for sure. That's the look for Meridian the other day and that run that they made in that middle of the third quarter as well. So Woodlawn now got to be sure they have the ball in the ball handler's hands. And, hey, we could be getting to the free throw line a little bit earlier as well.
Yep, Hateman with it in the corner. Now to Hollenkamp, tips away, stolen by Curran. Curran was out of bounds, but he threw it back into Hall. Hall down the lane, dishes Curran up, no good, missed the layup. Rebounds around, Curran up and in. Little bit of a run here by North Shore Country Day. It's down to 21, and they press. A.J. Webb with it up the right side. Webb gets it to Owens. Woodlawn's going to have to battle some adversity, and there's a push foul. Yep. Jake Bruce is coming down the floor, ran into A.J. Webb, and he just kind of shoved A.J. out of the way. That'll be a foul. Harris will come back in, and he'll come in for somebody. Nope, they changed their mind. He's not coming in. He got to the buzzer, and they blew the horn. Now they take him back out.
That's the 5th foul on the Raiders. You know, 2 more, and Woodlawn's going to be shooting free throws for a long time in this game.
Jaharris got to the score table, couldn't get in. Hateman down the lane makes the layup. Then as Jaharris was pulled back out as Hateman scores, he goes to the bench, and he's getting the razzing from his teammates over here. It's kind of funny. Woodlawn's up by 23. With it on the right wing is Moret. Moret back to Swimmer, left side, and they go into number 22, Bruce, for a shot from the corner. No good. Harlow on the rebound to Owens. Owens has it for the Cardinals. They'll bring it up by 23 with 2:20 to go in the third. Owens across the timeline. Down the lane he goes. Throws up a shot. Travel the basketball. That's a good call. Kennedy will check in for the Cardinals. He'll check in for Harlow. 2:19 to go in the third. 45-22 Woodlawn on top.
5th turnover. Every team's going to have a run. It doesn't matter how bad the game gets out of control early. Every team has a run in them. see how far the Raiders can take this run before Woodlawn settles in.
With it is Swimmer, left side to Bruce. Back to Swimmer, 3 ball on the way. It's off the mark. Claims off the iron. Hateman gets the rebound deep on the right wing to Owens. Under 2 minutes to go. Cardinals by 23. A win would get you in a state championship game tomorrow afternoon. Gabe Owens on the right side. He'll look now to Hateman, top of the key. Hateman looks, still dribbling now to Owens. Owens will launch a three-pointer up. No good off the mark. Hollenkamp with the rebound. Back to Hateman will reset the offense.
Smart play right there.
Yep, don't need it. Don't need to rush. You're up 23. Owens top of the key. On the dribble. He'll go to the left side. Now down the middle of the lane. Reverse direction. Dish pass Webb. Lost it out of bounds. Hateman saves it back in. Stolen away by Curran. So he gets it up to Bruce on the run out. Bruce with a layup up and in. Turnover. Woodlawn, that's a 4-point swing. Had a layup, didn't score, and then the Raiders did. There's an inbound. That's a reach-in foul on Jake Bruce. That's his 4th. And Mike, that's the 6th on the Raiders.
6th turnover for the Woodlawn Cardinals. 6th foul on the Raiders.
And Mr. Bruce for the Raiders a little bit animated that time. Not too much for the official, probably, in my opinion.
Here's a good substitution right here for the Woodlawn Cardinals. Gabe Owens going to go to the bench. Defensively, maybe get that extra 120 total here in this third quarter. Get that extra minute and a half. And now, even to add to the rest, the Raiders are going to take a timeout on their own.
Appreciate that. With that, we'll tell you, with 5 Jefferson County branches and responsive quality service for all your accounts, Community First Bank would like to be the first to say, welcome back to Personal Banking, member FDIC. The one score we have in here today is Carrollton beat Illini Central Mason City 45-44. Also tonight, Carbondale Sectional, East St. Louis plays Centralia. That's tonight at 7:30 at Carbondale High School. That scoreboard update brought to you by Scott Owens and State Farm Insurance. If you're paying too much, give them a call for a free discount double check. Call Scott Owens at State Farm Insurance at 242-3770. Mike, it's still a 21-point lead. It was 23 at the half, so Woodlawn's only lost 2, so can't feel too bad right now at this point in the game.
No, they got off to such a good start in that quarter when they inched it up, I think, at 1 point to 27. And now it's just sort of give and take. And Woodlawn trying to get some guys some rest right now, going to gain some extra time here with a minute 20 to go and timeout in between the quarters. So get that extra rest. Made this through pretty well foul-free, only 3 total on the Cardinals. And the next foul now by the Raiders will put the Cardinals at the free throw line, and they shot them well Tuesday night to get to this game.
Woodlawn will have it, full length of the court to go. Pressure by the Raiders. Harlow baseball pass A.J. Webb. They got him on the down and out, and he traveled the basketball. Didn't get the dribbling down in time. Did get both feet in bounce on the catch, but however, that is a travel in this association.
Yeah, footwork was great. Just need to dribble. It was a catch. It was a catch.
I motioned down to East Tank McClay from her sister station WNSV. That was a catch in the NFL. First down. Rebound shot off by the Raiders. Swimmer has it top of the key. After the turnover by the Cardinals, Swimmer's looking in there in the corner to Moret. Moret will dribble to the right elbow. Now shot blocked. Hollenkamp. Rebound Christian Hollenkamp. He has it. Hollenkamp looking for a jersey, a white one to give to, and Hateman is the man. Jason will bring it across the timeline. Nice move. Left hole into dust. Hateman with it top of the key. Still on a dribble. 45 seconds to go into third. Woodlawn by 21. Hateman on the dribble. The count's on. He's got to get rid of it. That should have been 5 seconds. I don't know why. A.J. Webb holds top of the key now to Hateman. Hateman on the wing. Left side Harlow. Harlow faked it to Kennedy. Harlow has a pass tip. It gets it to Webb. Webb will come down the middle of the lane. Dribble back out. He'll dribble around some people. Getting hacked as he goes along. That's a bad pass. Webb threw it away, and now it's stolen away. It's going to be a foul on Harlow. Mike, that's the case of getting sloppy with a big lead.
Absolutely, and there's no call that. You have 3 guys on you. That leaves 4 guys left with 2 on, and you throw a lob pass like that. Throw the pass the right way, and you can bounce past that far as well. But that'll go now the 8th turnover already in this third quarter, double of what the Cardinals had in the first half.
North Shore will have it. Purple-clad Raiders will bring it up. Down by 21 with 15 seconds to go in the third. Swimmer on the left wing. Goes to the rim. Shot no good. Harlow had it. Lost it. Moret with the rebound up and in. Moret scores. It's 45-26. 6 seconds left. Hollenkamp will go up the right side with 3. With 2, Christian. Down the lane he goes for the layup to Horn. No good. We're at the end of 3 quarters. Woodlawn 45. North Shore 26. Back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Got spring fever? Get the cure at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn with truckloads of new furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Sealy, Lane, Paula Deen, and more. All are spring sale price with extra discounts or 24 months free financing. Plus save 50% off select quilt sets and 20% off all Easter decor, signs, and pictures at the General Store. So get your home off to a fresh spring start. Save now at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/fast to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. Daily schedules, scores, and more. Like WMIX Sports on Facebook. Back to the showcase on WMIX.
We'd love to hear from you on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/WMIX Sports. You can find all kinds of information and pictures there as well. And like us while you're there. Also go to our Twitter site @94sports. You can read our tweets. We try to keep you updated on the things that are happening here in Peoria. Speaking of happening, 3/4 in the book. Woodlawn leads 45-26. Danny Zawinski and Mike Richardson alongside. The countdown's on to 8 minutes now to the state title game.
Run clock run. Run clock run.
Run that clock, baby.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here.
I think that might have been on too many of the minds of the Woodlawn Cardinals right there. I'm sure they're going to make some adjustments, but a little bit sloppy that last half of that third quarter.
North Shore has the basketball. They are from the north suburbs of Chicago. Swimmer inside. Now gets it back close in the corner to Moret. Moret with it now to Hall. Hall with it back to Swimmer. Swimmer on the dribble. Looks. Top of the key. Now right wing goes to Moret. Moret baseline. Kicks it back out to Swimmer. Swimmer holds above his head. Skip pass left wing to Curran. Shot fake on Kennedy. Curran launches a shot. It's no good. Off of Harlow's hand out of bounds. And it'll belong to North Shore. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game when this one is over. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. Swimmer inbounds to Moret. Now get it in the right corner to Curran. His three on the way. No good. Short rebound, Kennedy. Kennedy has it stolen away, and it's out the foot of Riley Hall. And it'll go to Woodlawn. 7:27 to go. The winner will get a berth in a state title game against Carrollton tomorrow at 2 p.m. Harlow will trigger the inbound. And they'll look as North Shore will pressure. A.J. Webb has it. He goes up the right side. A.J. with it, spins back around to the strong hand. Now throws it across court to Harlow. Harlow down the lane, running layup short. No good off the rim. Rebounded by Riley Hall. Hall bring it up into the front court around two Cardinals. Kicks in the left corner to Swimmer. His three on the way is good. Little bit of the run here by the Raiders. 45-29. Cardinals by 16. It's kind of a drama time that Woodlawn doesn't need to mess with. Here comes A.J. up the side. He'll pull it back out. Now get it to Owens. Security blanket will settle us down. Owens between the circle, left side, Jake Robinson. Robinson, Kennedy, Harlow, Owens, and Webb right now. Webb with it on the left side. A.J. dribbles in. Now gets to Kennedy on the wing. Kennedy with it. Will dribble, pick it up now to Harlow. Harlow top of the key. 6.5 to go. Owens with it. Three ball on the way by Gabe. Off the mark, all purple shirt. Here comes North Shore. They're back into this one, down 16. Ball on the floor. We got to reach in and a foul on the Cardinals. That'll be their second of the half. Colin Camp's going to come in for somebody. And we'll have a foul on the Woodlawn Cardinals. We did not see who it was on. Mike, it's one of those situations. You don't want to get any closer.
No, absolutely not. And we're here pointing and gesturing and, trying to help Shane Whipple from our angle here to get people in position. And we just don't have that jump in the step right now. I don't know if we've been paying too much attention to the scoreboard or not, but we're a slow foot right here.
Yeah, they get it in. They're shot up and in by Curran. That was too easy. Curran has 14. The lead's down to 14 itself. Timeout, Shane Whistle. Tell you what, 6:20 to go in the game, 6:21 in fact. And Woodlawn, you got to credit North Shore. They have whittled away at about a 22, 23-point lead. It's down to 14. It's a ball game now because they've got momentum on their side.
Absolutely. The big Mo, the two letters that everybody's afraid of at times, is definitely over our right shoulders right now. And you're hearing it now. They're a little more lively. They've got opportunity here with this full court press. They're long. They're lanky. This is one of the longer teams that Woodlawn has played in this recent run of theirs. They have caused quite a few problems. North Day right now, no turnovers in this second half. They've played error-free, and this looks more like the team that looks like on that tournament trail got them to this point of this state tournament. So Woodlawn, a very good timeout by Coach Shane Witzel. Settle the troops down, get it in, run some offense, take your 15-footers, take your backdoor cuts, and be strong with the basketball.
Now, Woodlawn right now struggling with some pressure that North Shore is throwing at them. And, again, it's not a case of panic, but North Shore's gotten a little momentum here, and they've gotten back into this one a little bit, and they're still down 14. Harlow will trigger right in front of us as we sit on the baseline. Harlow throws it into Owens on the right side. Owens back to Harlow. North Shore will retreat. Now they'll go man-to-man, which is interesting. Owens will go across the timeline. Come back to middle of full. They trap. Man, Owens gets it to Webb on the right wing. A.J. with it in the corner. A.J. back to Harlow. Harlow will launch a 15-footer. No good. Rebound. Hateman underneath. Jason will dribble it back out. What a nice job by Jason Hateman as he was covered. Webb looks, goes baseline. He'll pull up 10-footer. Good. That will stop the bleeding as Silk scores. He has 16. It's 47-31. North Shore with a basketball. Swimmer top of the key. Now they'll get in the right corner. Kern for a three. Off the mark. Kicks out to the free throw line. Rebounded by Swimmer. Swimmer dribbling to the right side. On the corner. He'll get it to Bruce. Bruce is covered up by Harley. Get inside Kern over Hollenkamp. Shot six. Hollenkamp will pick up the foul. That's his second. Tough break as the ball got stuck between iron and the backboard, so the Raiders couldn't score.
But every bucket now, the Woodlawn Cardinals can get down through that net. That just cancels out a possession for the Raiders.
First free throw up and in by Curran. 47-32, Cardinals by 15. The North Shore had scored 9 straight in a row until A.J.'s basket. 47-33, it's 14. This one's long from over. Owens with it up the right side. Sometimes you can play not to lose, and Woodlawn's got a case of that right now. Hateman to the right block on the overpass into the front court. Hateman on the right wing as the Raiders are scrambling here. Hateman to Owens near the timeline. It's a 14-point lead. You hear stories of teams having big leads, playing not to lose, and then see it go by the boards. Hateman to Hollenkamp on the right wing. Christian with it on the dribble. Boy, got bumped there pretty good. Hollenkamp to Hateman, left side to Owens. Owens holds above his head. Owens to a cutting Webb at the left elbow. Gets it back out to Hateman on the right wing as we go under 5 minutes. We'll have a TV timeout coming up. Owens with it to Harlow on the right wing. Chris will hold. Double team. Dribbles out to Owens. Woodlawn's in stall mode. Owens to the top of the key. 4:45 left. Inside Hateman. Ball chasing. Hateman misses the layup. Oh, my goodness gracious. Had a layup and missed. Rebounded by Hall. Here comes Swimmer the other way. Swimmer down the lane, lost it, was out of control, goes off Gabe Owens out of bounds, and the TV timeout comes. 4:32 left to go. Woodlawn leads North Shore 47-33. Michael, it's just going to make it interesting. You didn't think it'd be easy here in the state semifinals, did you?
Wow, what a set the Cardinals did. Had the Raiders believing they were holding it for sure. Had that 3-2 offense, 3 guards up front, replacing. That guy sort of picking away down below and run a little slip pick right down on the baseline. Jason Hateman wide open and just had a bad angle and missed the layup. And here come the Raiders this direction. Again, they're quicker, got a step going, hard to the basket. And they're going to be at that free throw line, or it'll be their ball possession right here in front of us. But they're a little quicker than the Cardinals are right now, and 4:32 to go with a 14-point lead.
Oh, man, 4:32 to go. As you said, Woodlawn is up by 14. North Shore will have the basketball as they trail. And they have been down by as many as 23 in this game. And Woodlawn, it's been a case of maybe watching the clock a little bit. Some nervous fans down the sideline, across the way to our left as the Woodlawn faithful a little quiet here. And behind us, to our right, as you can hear, the North Shore faithful a little more excited as they feel like they're right back in this ball game, and they are.
You're right, they are. A bounce here, a bucket here. You're still over the 4-minute mark, halfway to go, and they've whittled this 27-point lead down just about half with the bucket here, and they do go under the halfway mark. So confidence definitely in purple right now, but a couple baskets by the Cardinals can end that.
There comes Bruce on the inbounds. That's to be a foul on Woodlawn, their fourth. As the Woodlawn Cardinals are clinging to a 14-point lead. Got to play defense. You just play defense and run and get some possessions. You'll be fine. North Shore to trigger. That foul was on Gabe Owens. They throw it out top to Keenan Moret. His three on the way is no good. They'll put up. No good. Now we got a foul. We're going to have a two-shot foul. It's going to be on Woodlawn. As Bruce was getting the rebound, he was fouled by Gabe Owens. That'll be his second. So Gabe picked up two in a span of about 3 seconds.
That was a good call right there. Bruce got inside position. Timed his jump perfectly to try to kick it in while in air. Good thing it didn't go in, or that would have been an and one.
Woodlawn is up by 13. With 4:23 to go in the game, you just don't feel comfortable right now. Second free throw up and short. Rebound Owens to Hollenkamp. North Shore will pick up. They're really after Hollenkamp, and Owens hasn't. He steals, and Owens gets it back. Owens is trapped on the baseline. They got Harlow back with Webb. Harlow goes to the lane, layup, no good. Webb on the rebound, puts it up, blocked from behind, and a foul. Jake Bruce, I believe, is just fouled out of the game. We will see. That is on Bruce, and I have him with 4, and that would be 5. And there he goes. Bruce will foul out with 4 points. A.J. Webb will go line to shoot 2. Yeah. They gave him the ball too fast. They didn't blow the horn to help the officials out. That's a scoreboard table fault there is what that is.
Absolutely. Now he has to come in the game.
Yeah, because it's 5 fouls.
It's 5 fouls.
Right.
So you got to let the young man in. And Bruce, a nice job. That's 4 rebounds on the day for him. And he was causing Woodlawn some problems here.
That's a case of the scorer's table, Mike, not being prepared, and they kind of put the officials in a bad spot. And A.J. misses the first to get one more. And that kind of messes A.J. up because he had the ball in his hands to shoot the free throw. A.J. will get one more. The Cardinals have a 13-point lead. Second free throw up, and rattles home. A.J. has 17. Good afternoon for the senior. 48-34, Swimmer with a basketball. Guarded by Hateman. Swimmer with a left side pass to Jaharis, who came in. Out the ball, tip, ball on the floor. Oh, it's a breakaway. Curran down the lane, loses it out of bounds. Off of Woodlawn. He'll stay with North Shore.
Woodlawn a little more active right there in that defense. You've seen a little bit reaching in the passing lane, so maybe they're going to get it turned around here quick.
Moret gets it to Hall, top of the key. Swimmer, now they get it into Harris. And to Moret, they get it inside, posting up Hall. Hollenkamp with the elbow from behind. That'll be his third as he was rooting out with North Shore player. That'll be the third on Christian. Still not enough, but that's only the Cardinals' 6th foul. Maybe more. I don't know. Raiders trigger. They throw it out top of the key to Jaharis. Jaharis in the corner. Swimmer has it back. He's going to launch a 3 over Hateman. It's up and off the front of the iron. Swimmer gets his own rebound. Goes baseline. Layup reverse. No good. Hollenkamp rebounds. Off his knee. Throws it back in. Stolen away by Hall. Ball to the rim. Shot block. Webb has the rebound. A.J. has to dribble out. Gets to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp with Harlow. 2-on-1. Hollenkamp throws it over Harlow's head out of bounds. 2 out of control. Another opportunity by the board.
Oh, my. I'm very redundant here in some of my commentary, so be positive. Keep that clock going at 3:28 right now. And with every dead ball, I mean, that's what's happening. This game is being extended into the hands of the Raiders.
Got to the rim, and he was fouled. Swimmer go line and shoot 2. As he curled that ball underneath his arm to get to the rim, and Jason Hateman picked up his 3rd foul. That is the 7th on the Cardinals. And it's a 1-on-1 for Swimmer, who misses the first, leaves it short. He'll get one more. Actually, 2 shots. Thought about that. 3:22 to go. Woodlawn clings to this 14-point lead. We'll have the Setzer Auto Body postgame show when this one is over with. Swimmer makes the second. 1 out of 2. 48-35. Harlow will get it into A.J. Webb. North Shore is on the panic pressure. Owens with it. Throws a baseball pass into Harlow in the front court. Chris on the dribble. On the wing to Hollenkamp at the right elbow. He'll dribble to the left elbow. Now to Owens. And you see North Shore really getting after it. And this is maybe what we saw, or what we could have seen had we saw North Shore in the previous 23 games, Mike, the pressure that they ensue.
Yeah, you see the glimpse of 19 wins in this third quarter and the midway point here of this fourth quarter. And right now, that is the first free throw attempts now after they had their 7th foul early in that third quarter.
Free throw by Owens is missed. Gabe misses a free throw. Wow. Uh-oh. Here comes North Shore the other way. The door is open. A three is on the way from Curran. No good. Hateman with the rebound. Goes to the floor and gives it to Harlow. What a great play. There's a reach-in by Riley Hall. So Harlow will go to the other end and shoot the 1-and-1. That's the 9th team foul on North Shore.
Jason Hateman, 7 rebounds in today's game.
I mean, he's done some things and not getting a lot of minutes to pay for points or rebound or anything. He's done those little things, screening, ball handling, rebounding.
Been on the floor.
Yep. Some of our players look at you and I. Yeah, give him a little
saw a couple of fist bumps. I know that.
Like, come on, boys. Harlow makes the first. Harlow, when we get another, it's 49-35. Hateman and Owens are back here looking at you and I. Nothing I can do, boys. Just try to cheer you on. Harlow will get another. Second one is up and in. Atta baby, Chris. Hollywood makes them both. 50-35. Cardinals by 15. Here comes Swimmer for North Shore. Swimmer across the timeline. Kicks it right side to Harris. Back to Swimmer. Hollenkamp got faked out by Swimmer. Swimmer running layup. No good. Tip. Here rebound by Curran. Curran goes up in traffic and misses the shot. Tipped again. Curran has it. Shot. No good. And a foul. Curran will go line and shoot 2. And something till tomorrow. No matter what Woodlawn does, Mike, is rebounding and positioning. You're not going to be able to out-jump or out-muscle Carrollton or whoever we play tomorrow.
No, absolutely not. We're going to have to get back to the position, rebounding and defense that we had going on that first half, just total domination of that. And
first free throw's good, as you heard the fans from North Shore back over our right shoulder make it as Curran makes them both. Curran's a pretty nice little player.
You better believe it. Only a junior.
Harlow throws it into Hateman. Hateman will look to get it back to Harlow. Harlow with it. Now have to dribble out. Woodlawn's not done much in the 4 seconds they had it. Owens splits a double team. Up the floor, gets it to Hollenkamp right wing. Pull it out, Christian. We got plenty of points. Christian on the right wing. Out top of the key to Hateman with 2:20 go in the game. Woodlawn leads 50-37. Hateman on the dribble to Harlow right side. Harlow with it to Hateman. Left side to A.J. Webb. Webb with it will look. It's in. He's fouled. A.J. will go line and shoot 2 as that's the 10th team foul on North Shore.
Now these are the free throws. Make these free throws. Now the possessions start to shrink. For the Raiders, all that hard work on defense now you're going to give away in free throw attempts, and Woodlawn going to have to find a way to knock these down this final 2:10.
Woodlawn at the line. A.J. Webb will shoot 2. We'll remind you, you can follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. We're getting all kinds of information and pictures up on our Twitter page at 94 Sports from the experience here in Peoria this weekend. Webb missed the first, they get another. We also go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. Lots of pictures and information there as well. Follow us. Like us there, I should say. Lots of stuff going on those 2 things. Webb missed them both. Are you kidding me? With the basketball, North Shore. Here comes Swimmer up the other way. 2 minutes to go in the game. Swimmer with it on the right wing. Gets it to Moret. His 3 on the way short. Rebound, A.J. Webb. Spins, gets it to Harlow. A.J. Webb is blocked by Hondman. That'll be his 3rd, and A.J. will go back to where he just missed to. With 1:57 to go, so 117 seconds left.
Well, nobody more frustrated than A.J. Webb missing them 2. I look for him to step up the line, knock these 2 dead center, and you extend that Woodlawn Cardinal lead.
It's not been the second, third, fourth quarter we'd want to have. But if you get a win, the state semifinal, it would take it any way we can get it. A.J. makes that one, as Michael predicted. And it's 51-37 with 1:57 to go in the game. You see the Woodlawn Cardinals back here in the backcourt. Hollenkamp, Owens, Hateman, and Harlow. Owens the only one back here without an H in his name, as Webb makes the second. 52-37, Cardinals by 15. Here comes North Shore. Swimmer top of the key. Now throws in the right corner to Curran. On Hollenkamp. What do we got here? Hollenkamp got called for a foul. Mike, did you see it off the ball?
Well, I think Christian is saying that he was holding him offensively, and that was on Hondman. The referees briefly discussed it, but I think they did get it right. I think it was just that second guy holding more or less that gets caught. But the best thing is the basket was already released. Yeah. Did not count.
It's like life on the playground, Michael. The first guy in usually doesn't get caught. Honman makes the first. He'll get another. 52-38. Cardinals by 14. It's not been a good second half for Woodlawn. Been kind of sloppy, but they're still up by 14. Second free throw short. Goes back out to Harlow. Great box out by Chris Harlow. That ball went right back to the free throw shooter, and he boxed him out and got the rebound. Owens to Harlow in the front court. Chris holds now to Hateman. Hateman near the timeline. Double team. Dribbles out to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp with it. And he finally, they call a foul. Kern got a nice whack in there, and that'll send Hollenkamp to the free throw line to shoot two. Like all you, following us on Twitter at 94 Sports, or go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We like to hear from you, as we're going to keep you updated and try to give you all the sights and sounds here of Carver Arena.
Shane Whistle just reminded Gabe Owens, while they're passing the ball, you go get it.
Yeah.
You go get it. We want you to have it in your hands as much as possible.
Both free throws made, and it's 54-38. Feel a little bit better. Hollenkamp makes them both. Shot good. Curran scores. Timeout, North Shore. Curran's a nice player. Very nice. 90 seconds to go in the game. It's Woodlawn 54, North Shore 40. The Cardinals have led by as many as 23 in this game. Stay tuned for the Stetzer Auto Body post-game show. We'll give you scoring and stats of this one. We'll set up our afternoon tomorrow. One way or another, we don't call things early. It's like election night. Don't call it early, Mike. Don't want it means anything.
We still have 1:30 left to go in this game. And good scenario right now. Woodlawn knocking down some free throws down the stretch. And this is the last gasp for the Raiders. They've got to get on. They've got to get on a little 6-0, 9-0 run here right now to get this interesting down the stretch, or this ball game's over. Woodlawn very confident now going to the free throw line. You've had a couple in a row knocked down by A.J. Webb. Christian Hollenkamp, he's made his last three, and Chris Harlow just nailed his two. So very confident shooting at the free throw line. So the main thing is get it in the free throw shooter's hands and don't give up a little 6-0, 8-0, 9-0 run here by the Raiders.
54-40, 90 seconds to go in the game as some of the Woodlawn Grade School faithful have made the trip north, giving us a hard time here as we sit on press row. Harlow with it. They'll bring a guy up running in front of the inbounder, and Harlow gets it into Owens. We're going to get a dead ball here. I'm going to ask you about this, because you had this look of befuddlement here. Hateman with it on the left wing. That ball's tipped, and Harlow has it near the top of the key, and there's a foul. Okay, let's run this in. Harlow, set this up. Harlow's inbounding on the baseline. They give him the ball, and as they put the ball in play, a guy from center court comes running at Harlow. Your ball hits the floor, I had to pick it up for you.
Yeah, I understand ball pressure, but when you leave a guy when you play post deep or post offense against the press offense, and that guy's in the middle, I'm not sure why you allow the ball to go right to that spot. But that's their effort to try to steal the ball or whatever. Okay, but that fell right into our hands for sure. An easy inbound pass on that press offense.
Chris Harlow makes them both 56-40. Hollywood's got Woodlawn up by 16 with those two free throws. Swimmer with the top of the key. Swings it left side to Curran. Curran will pull back three-pointer on the way. He rattles in and out. Hollenkamp on the rebound. Hollenkamp battling between two purple jerseys. Gets it to Owen. Gabe with it in the backcourt. We're 1 minute away from a state title championship game berth. Owen to Hollenkamp. Hollenkamp triple team fouled. Christian will go line and shoot two. Feel a little bit better as each second goes off.
I can breathe now. All right, we're okay. We're okay now.
Well, I can't feel my toes, but other than that, I don't mind sitting here with the wind going on. I wonder why I can't feel my toes. We're sitting under the hockey or sitting above the ice. Have some, I don't know, what would you call this, pads on top, and then the ice is right below us as Hollenkamp makes the first. We sit on the baseline. The Cardinals in front of us. All back. Hollenkamp missed. He was running backwards before he shot it. 57-40. North Shore comes the other way. Swimmer left side in the corner to Moret. Moret goes inside to Curran. Up on the jump hook is good. Timeout, North Shore. 57-42.
I think we're going to have a foul, dead ball foul right now, even if they did give him the timeout.
Yeah.
There was a shove right here and a big thud.
Yeah, Mr. Hahnemann got a nice little push in on Jason Hateman, knocked him to the ground, and Hateman will go to the other end to shoot two. We noticed that we talked about the ice. Is that Hahnemann's fifth? Yep, Hahnemann fouls out. So he becomes the third Raider to foul out, and he fouls out with 1 point. That's why this game's taking 5 hours. Those of you interested, text me about the ice and hockey. The Rivermen left this morning at 3:45 a.m. for a trip to Canada for a game. They battled their way through the playoffs. At the line is Jason Hateman. He stands up and makes the free throw. He'll get another. He has 3. 58-42, the faithful from Woodlawn to our left, getting a little louder. Second free throw up, no good. 44 seconds to go. Here comes North Shore. Swimmer across the timeline. Top of the key. Comes down now, dribbles right side, gets it to Jaharis. Jaharis has a 3-ball on the way, short off the mark. A.J. Webb high with the rebound. He's fouled. That'll be on Curran. That'll be his fourth. A.J. will walk to the other end. I'm going to go ahead and say, with a 16-point lead with 30 seconds to go, the Woodlawn Cardinals will be making their second trip to a state championship game in 4 years. They will play at 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon against the Carrollton Hawks. That sounded good to say.
Absolutely. A little bit of revenge on the factor, the same nickname.
Yep.
Meridian Hawks.
Same
color, green and white. Different outcome tomorrow.
Here we go. Oh, my goodness. Starters out. We have Brendan Peterson, Chase Phelps, Logan Walderman, Ty Coleman, who has an assist already. And Ryan Richardson will come in for A.J. Webb. The Cardinals will play the state championship game tomorrow at 2 o'clock against Carrollton. Yeah, baby.
Got a good ring to it. Got a very nice ring to it.
If you didn't sleep last night, you won't sleep tonight either. 25 seconds to go.
Toss and turn, that counts as something, I guess.
I'll be up late. Here comes North Shore. That's a Moret will go to line and shoot 2. We will tell you that tomorrow's game, as they show some of the Cardinals on the big Jumbotron here, tomorrow's game will be at 2 o'clock. I believe that's correct, right? Yeah.
2, yeah.
2. The pregame will be at 1:45. The game will be on AM 940 due to our commitment with the St. Louis Cardinals on the FM, as Moret makes the first. So tomorrow on AM 940 and MyWillersRadio.com, you can listen to the game, begin with the pregame show at 1:45, and the first tip at 2 o'clock. Mike and I will be there. Second free throw by Moret. Coleman went out, and Bryson Sanders is in, and again, Woodlawn, this is going to get my goal right here. When you're down 16, you have starters in, you're pressing our subs. Nothing irritates me more than to see this.
Yeah, let's don't end the last 30 seconds of the game like this. This is we've talked about this many times at the grade school level.
Mm-hmm.
Enough is enough.
Scoreboard update: Carrollton beat Illini Central Mason City 45-44 to get to that title game tomorrow against Woodlawn. That scoreboard update brought to you by State Farm Insurance and Scott Owens. Chase Phelps at the line, knocks down a free throw. He'll get one more as Chase makes his first point. And, Mike, good to see these kids get on the floor some way, somehow, for possible future appearance.
Oh, absolutely it is. You betcha. There's a lot of youth out there right now.
Woodlawn is going to the state title game tomorrow. They will play Carrollton, but the Woodlawn Cardinals win this afternoon by a final score of 62-44. Woodlawn, your team is in the state final tomorrow at 2 o'clock against Carrollton. The Cardinals there for the second time in 4 years. We'll take a timeout and come back with the Seth Straudebody post-game show, scoring and stats from this one. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, Roy Schmidt, Dodge dealer at King City Chrysler Center, Mount Vernon. The 2012 Dodge Avenger. It is a sedan that counters the traditional vision of the segment itself. Technology, power, fuel efficiency, safety, its attitude sets it apart from all other contenders. Here's to the four-door that works double time to ensure that you are getting big-time results from a mid-size package. The 2012 Dodge Avenger. Sporty-looking mid-size sedan with up to 37 miles per gallon And awesome incentives right now at King City Chrysler. Receive up to $3,000 rebate or 0% up to 72 months right now. Come in today and let's talk, have a cup of coffee, and let's deal at 1603 Broadway in Mount Vernon, Illinois, where you can count on us.
Hello, this is Hunt Bonin with People's National Bank. People's National Bank is a proud, local, family-owned bank. For over 100 years, we have been serving the people of Southern Illinois. We try our best every day to ensure that our customers get what is best for them and what they need. Stop by one of our 2 Mount Vernon locations today and see what banking with a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Hey, moms and dads, don't stay up at night trying to figure out how to pay for your kids' education. There's no need to worry. I send my kids to Rend Lake College. RLC offers the same high-quality education as a 4-year school at a fraction of the cost. Plus, they get to stay close to home. Tuition, room, and board are like $19,000 every year at the 4 years, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. At RLC, tuition, books, and supplies are only approximately $4,000. That's Math 101. And with over 100 degree and certificate programs, they have the exact courses your kids need to be well on their way to a great career. Give your college-bound child the quality education they deserve without breaking the bank. Rend Lake College is the right choice. Whether your student plans to transfer to a university or train for direct entry into the workforce, call RLC at 437-5321 to speak to a counselor. I actually logged on to rlc.edu. That's rlc.edu.
Sesser Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the game to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the collision pros. Sesser Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get the parts ordered quicker, getting you back on the road faster and in showroom condition. Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser, or call 625-3523. That's 625-3523.
This is the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX. The Sesser Auto Body postgame show starts now.
Welcome back to Carver Arena, where a final score tonight, this afternoon actually, Woodlawn defeats North Shore Country Day 62-44 and advances to the state championship game of 1A for the second time in 4 years. You're listening to the Sesser Auto Body postgame show. They're pre-approved by most insurance companies. This means Sesser Auto Body can get your vehicle on the road faster. Next time you have a collision, see the collision pros at Sesser Auto Body, 602 South Park in Sesser. With the win, the Woodlawn Cardinals will advance to the championship game tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock against the Carrollton Hawks. You can hear that game here on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com, beginning with the pregame at 1:45 and opening tip at 2 o'clock. I, Danny Zawinski, and Mike Richardson will be here to bring you the call of that championship game as the Woodlawn Cardinals are again in the Class 1A state championship game. The third-place game tomorrow at noon will be North Shore Country Day versus Illini Central of Mason City. We're going to take a break and come back for the scoring and stats of this one. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Got spring fever? Get the cure at Newell Furniture in the General Store in Woodlawn with truckloads of new furniture from Lazy Boy, Flexsteel, Sealy, Lane, Paula Deen, and more. All are spring sale price with extra discounts or 24 months free financing. Plus save 50% off select quilt sets and 20% off all Easter decor, signs, and pictures at the General Store. So get your home off to a fresh spring start. Save now at Newell Furniture and the General Store in Woodlawn.
The Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois proudly welcomes Dr. Brian Steinke to their medical staff. Dr. Steinke is an orthopedic surgeon specializing in spine surgery, treatment of the injured back, and will provide the newest state-of-the-art procedures in the region. Dr. Steinke is fellowship trained in spine and brings prestigious credentials to the center. Dr. Steinke is a gifted physician and contributor to orthopedic textbooks and will see patients starting in April. Call 618-242-3778 or visit their informative website at orthocenter-si.com.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Stick a reminder on your phone. Jot it down on the calendar. Or tie a string on your finger. Don't miss the Saturday Sports Show every week after the 8 o'clock news on AM 940 and MyWithersRadio.com. Scores, guests, content, networking, knowledge, the occasional argument, yada, yada, yada. We do it all. You might say we're a little versatile. It's the Saturday Sports Show on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, courtesy of Crossroads Community Hospital. We're worldwide. This is the Showcase on WMIX and MyWithersRadio.com, presented by Community First Bank.
Welcome back to Carver Arena, courtside at Peoria, where the Woodlawn Cardinals have advanced to the state championship game in Class 1A tomorrow, where they have defeated today North Shore Country Day 62-44. This is the Cesar Auto Body postgame show. Sometimes things happen in an automobile that are beyond your control. When they do, take your vehicle to Cesar Auto Body. They can get you on the road quicker and in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. I'll turn it over to Mike Richardson for the scoring and stats of this semifinal game.
Thank you very much, Danny. The North Shore Country Day Raiders fall to 19-5. As Danny mentioned, they will be playing in the third-place game tomorrow, straight up noon in this championship run weekend here in Peoria. Overall shooting, 11 out of 37 regular shooting, 2 of 19 behind the arc. For 13 out of 56 total, their percentage dropped from 28% the first half to 23 overall in the game. Went to the line, shot it well, 14 out of 20 total for 70%. Only 1 second-half turnover, 7 in the game. 27 rebounds, 1 team rebound for the Raiders. Individual rebounds, the 2 guys we talked about earlier, Cullen and Hall, each had 8 rebounds. Off the bench, Moret had 4 points. He had 2 free throws and a bucket. And then the starters, 4 from Swimmer and Bruce, 9 for Hall to go along with his 8 rebounds. And then Austin Curran, who we talked about a lot in the pregame show, 6'3" junior. He poured in 20 points for the Raiders of their total of 44. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, a little bit spotty for about a 5 or 6 minute stretch there, but overall, shooting was fantastic. 12 out of 27 regular shooting. As we get more total stats here on different colored paper. I like that.
Yes.
Only 0 of 2 behind the arc. Didn't need to shoot them after that great performance in the first half, 6 out of 8. So they end up 6 of 10 behind the arc for a total 18 out of 37, 49% shooting. Went to the line 23 times in that second half, most in the fourth quarter. Total of 20 out of 27 free throwing, up that percentage to 74% at the line. 9 turnovers in that second half, 4 in the first for 13 total. 32 individual rebounds with 1 team, a total of 33 rebounds, leading the way there. A.J. Webb, all 4 of his rebounds in the second half. Jason Hateman had 7, and Christian Hollenkamp led the Cardinals in rebounding with 9. And points all over the place. Jace Phelps off the bench with his 2 free throws at the end. Matt Kennedy with the stick back. 3 points for Jason Hateman to go along with his 7 rebounds. Chris Harlow, 4 for 4 at the free throw line for 4 points. And then 2 guys with 15. Hollenkamp and Owens, both with 15. And then A.J. Webb, the leading scorer for the Cardinals. 4 straight free throws in that clutch situation, about a 13-point lead. A little bit of teetering, a little bit of momentum switch here and there. A.J. Webb goes to the line, knocks down 4 straight, where he leads the Cardinals in scoring 21 points on the night. As Woodlawn in the championship round with an impressive 62-44 win against North Shore Country Day Raiders.
We'll take a break and come back with the final segment. We'll pick a Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. You're listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase on WMIX.
Hi, this is Rick Pigg, Vice President of Community First Bank of the Heartland. We are proud to congratulate the Woodlawn Cardinals boys basketball team and Coach Shane Witzel. For the third time in the last 4 years, Woodlawn is representing Southern Illinois in the state tournament in Peoria to play for the 1A State Basketball Championship. Thanks to all the players, coaches, cheerleaders, and parents for the devotion in making the Woodlawn Cardinals an elite basketball program and preparing them to be valuable citizens of our community. Community First Bank of the Heartland with locations Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, Dixon, Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking.
When an emergency happens, time is everything, and you don't want to spend that time in a waiting room. So choose Crossroads Community Hospital with our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge. The entire team is committed to working diligently to have you initially seen by a physician, physician assistant, or nurse practitioner within 30 minutes of your arrival. When minutes matter, choose the ER that doesn't waste time. Choose Crossroads Community Hospital. Visit crossroadscommunityhospital.com/faster to learn more. If you are experiencing a medical emergency, call 911. For more scores and insight, follow us on Twitter at 94sports. Now back to the showcase on WMIX.
Welcome back to Carver Arena, the Setzer Auto Body postgame show. Setzer Auto Body reminds you to drive safe on the way home from the day's game. Next time you have an accident, see the collision pros at Setzer Auto Body gets on the road faster. Setzer Auto Body, 602 South Park in Setzer. Mike and I are at the time of the game. We got to pick Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. We talked about it on break. Michael, your choice is?
It's a tough one, man. This is a tough one. We got some very gaudy statistics here in front of us, but I'm going outside the box a little bit. I'm talking about rebounds at a key point in the game. Talking about defense at key points of the game. A little bit of leadership. Some ball handling when Gabe Owens goes out of the ball game for a couple-minute stretch. Jason Hateman, the sophomore, 3 points in the ball game, but 7 rebounds, and every one of those rebounds were extremely crucial in the runs that the Cardinals made to get off to that great start in that first half. But 4 second-half rebounds come to that crucial point in that end of the third quarter and first part of that fourth quarter when the Raiders were making a run. So Jason Hateman, the sophomore, he's your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game.
Jason Hateman, Crossroads Community Hospital's player of the game. Crossroads Community Hospital is more than a hospital. It's what health care should be. Mike, final comment before we wrap it up?
Well, a tale of two halves, but they don't ask you how many you won by. They just ask you if you won, and that's the big yes and the positive thing for the Woodlawn Cardinals right now. Put two halves together tomorrow, Woodlawn Cardinals bring home a big one. And it'll be the first one in a long, long time for the South. And come on, Breeze Central tonight. Let's get off to a good start with those guys as well. And let's just do it. Let's just do it doubly. I mean,
that's right.
Double the pleasure for all the fans down south. And Woodlawn needs to put the first half. And they've done that. They've done that Tuesday night. They've done it up here now. And let's just continually ride that thing out all the way to the horn in that fourth quarter. Let's party. Party hard after that.
That's right. Woodlawn will play tomorrow at 2 o'clock against Carrollton. You can hear that game on AM 940 and MyWillersRadio.com, beginning with the pregame at 1:45. I, Dennis Lewinsky, Mike Richardson, will be bringing you that game tomorrow, state championship. Remember, you can follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports. We're going to keep you updated with all kinds of pictures and stats and information throughout the weekend and all through the year, as well as our Facebook page, facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We got all kinds of pictures and information. We'd love to hear from you, as well as like us on Facebook at that facebook.com/WMIX Sports. We're going to wrap it up here from Carver Arena. Final score this afternoon, Woodlawn 62, North Shore Country Day 44. For Reese Barnfield back in the studio, did his great job as usual. For Mike Richardson, I'm Danny Zerwinski. Thank you for listening and have a wonderful Friday evening.
Thank you for listening to the Jefferson County Basketball Showcase, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland. Welcome back to Personal Banking. The Jefferson County Basketball Showcase is also sponsored in part by Crossroads Community Hospital. It's more than a hospital. It's what healthcare should be. The Collision Pros at Setzer Auto Body, Newell Furniture, and the General Store in Woodlawn, Rend Lake College. It's time. Visit your virtual counselor at rlc.edu. And by Coach House Garages, Ford Square, King City Chrysler. You can count on us, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. State Farm agent Scott Owens. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And People's National Bank. For inside information before, during, and after the game, follow us on Twitter at 94 Sports or like WMIX Sports on Facebook. We are your home for news, talk, sports, and today's hot country. WMIX.